We are live.
There we go.
What's going on, Andrew
How you doing,
Kochel?
Brad? How you
All
doing,
right.
man?
I'm chilling, bro. A little congested, so
good.
bear with me, live audience, whoever's watching. So yeah, this is my interview show on my bus where I grab interesting individuals such as yourself,
Glad to be here,
you
man.
know, and we just talk about stuff, man. So, first thing I want to ask you. What's a good fight song to come out to, man? What's the best fight song? What's your fight song that you come out to when like you're doing fight to win and stuff?
Well, I think the walkout song's actually important. A lot of people pick ones, but I think you gotta pick one that gets you in like a mentally state where you compete. And I think you have to get one that pumps up the crowd.
At the same
And
time,
I haven't announced that submission arena. You, who really helps out a lot with that actually. But I've been using Act the Fool.
Yeah.
I think it describes my grappling because they talk about going fast and stuff, and I'm a very fast grappler.
No doubt about
But
it.
yeah, some guy last weekend, like I said, used that new country song. And he had that cowboy hat, no shirt on, and he walked out with these boots on.
Oh my gosh.
And, dude, the whole
He
crowd
was in
loved it.
no-gi? He was doing a no-gi fight?
And he wore just like these tight compression pants with it. He walked out with his straw cowboy hat on, but the crowd loved it.
Did
So I
he
think
win?
He did.
Do you think
But
that was like part of the
because
dynamic?
every time he did some cool, the crowd was like energized.
Yeah.
I think you eat off of that in the
Yeah,
match.
well,
you know what I mean?
it made him the crowd favorite.
Oh, for
Because
sure.
people that didn't know either of them
Oh, they were
decided
dying.
that was
I
the
was sitting
favorite.
there, I was like, this guy's nuts.
That's awesome.
I loved it.
That's
and I'm pretty
awesome.
crazy, and he
We have no
outdid me.
doubt.
He
Well,
outdid my Rooster mask.
Yeah. I got to see that. I haven't seen that thing yet.
I wore it at the last fight to win. You didn't get the. You weren't
No,
there.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I can't remember what exactly I was doing that weekend. I was probably doing one of these events
Probably,
here.
yeah, I agree.
But yeah, man, that's dope. So another thing I wanted to talk about
Okay.
was recently, both of us just did a grappling industries tournament.
Yes, that was a good event. Yeah.
It was an amazing event.
Yes.
And thank you for coaching me on
I think
that.
you got 6 submissions. Yeah.
I think I did.
That's a good day, huh?
It was a great day.
Yeah.
I did some really that was probably some of the best jiu-jitsu I've done.
Yeah, you had good technique. Man.
Yeah,
You looked
but
better.
you went up against, you did the absolute division.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
which is
open
like
weight.
open weight.
Yes.
Like anyone, it was no gi.
No gi. Yeah.
And you were trashing everybody, and then you ended up going up against one of our like old teammates that was
Yes.
on the team.
292.
Dude, 292. I thought it was.
We're live.
All right, I'm gonna just do like a clap so we know it's back. Edit,
Okay.
yeah, this back. So let me just lock this shit. I don't remember what I was asking. when we just had some technical difficulties, but I have a new question that I kind of just grabbed.
Yeah, we can just move on.
Yeah, let's just move on. Is there a fight that you haven't done that you'd like to do? Is there an opponent that you want to fight that you haven't gotten a chance to yet? Like, what's your dream fight?
That's actually a good question. You know, there's a lot of high level guys I'd love to grapple one day. I guess really, there's a guy named Johnny Grippo.
Johnny Grippo?
He's a world champion from Marcellus. I'd like to go against him, I guess, just to see how the match goes. He's very good. Very good at taking the back. And just to see how like the style matchups would happen.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'd win. He's obviously he's multiple time world champion, one of the best
Yeah.
guys in the world. But I think you should always be trying to challenge yourself with people that good.
Where's he from? He's an American guy?
Yeah, he's from Marcellus Academy in New York.
Oh, he's from New York
He,
as well.
he did Kasai, I believe. I believe he won. There's a lightweight tournament in Kasai. I think he won the whole thing.
That's awesome.
He did lose once.
Is he
I
around
believe.
your weight?
Yeah, I think he competes like the wardens of like 52 or 55, whatever it is. I'm about 65, but I can always make 55, whatever you wanted to do.
If he wanted
But
it.
I think he did. I
wanted
think
that
he lost
smoke.
one match recently to John Callistine, I believe.
Oh, wow.
There's another like EBI champion.
Yeah.
John Callistine's real good too. But yeah, I think me and Gianni would be an interesting matchup actually.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
That
Yeah.
sounds like it would be a good one
He
for
moves
sure.
a lot. So he's very active.
Yeah.
I think I'm very active. So I think when you put two like fast guys together, you get a lot of like crazy scrambles and stuff.
No doubt.
So I
In
think
fact,
that-
I love the dynamic of that. Like,
Yeah.
like I think like really fast, like squirrely guys
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
super heavy guys.
I
are
think we'd
always
be
the
like all.
funnest things
They'd have to
watch.
probably like make the match huge. We'd be all over the place.
Yeah.
But that's what you want. You want like a.
Yeah.
They get like the normal crowd, and I think like jiu-jitsu isn't that popular yet per se. I think you gotta have like events that'll get like the normal people interested. Because a lot of like the normal guy, if you go up to him like ask him what jiu-jitsu is, he probably just doesn't know too much about it.
Yeah.
Like if you, but now football on the other hand, everybody knows what football is.
Yeah.
I need to get like jiu-jitsu on like a bigger scale. So I think you need to have like interesting more matches where people just aren't stalling, so that way people who don't know it are still entertained, I guess you would say. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
You think that would help? Do you think grow the sport?
I
if
feel
it-
because
there
like
was
if you
more
start to see like two
yeah.
guys like just going at it for like 10 minutes, I feel like people are gonna be like, oh, that's crazy.
Do you think the more high level fights are better for like the publicity? Because I know
You
a
know,
lot of
here's
people
the
maybe
thing.
won't understand.
Here's the
some
thing,
of
like
that
the
stuff.
high level guys, a lot of them play it more safe. Like they'll get the side control and just hang out for a little bit. Sometimes I feel like the intermediate level, like not beginner or advanced, like right in the middle, is where you get the most action.
Yeah.
Because they're like, they know what they're doing, but they're not like very advanced yet, so they're like trying to kill each other more.
Yeah.
Like I think like blue to purple belt, is like where you literally see people killing each other.
Yeah.
White belt is still too new. Brown and black, a lot of guys like play it more safe because you're competing for more. Like it's like more money or like a bigger title.
Yeah.
So you go and you play it more safe. But I think like blue and purple, you see people really trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No doubt.
You're there now. You mean,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
you go out and you try and win right away. You're trying to.
Not always. Like,
No?
honestly, and I don't know where I get it from, that I see... for this last tournament at Grappling Industries, I was just so calculated.
Yes.
I really wanted to know what they were capable of, and I was just waiting for them to open holes up.
Yeah.
And I don't know... I think, like, I probably could have been more, like, explosive and, like, an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, and, like,
Yeah, I
really
agree.
went for, like, crazy stuff. Like, the one guy... I almost got him with that fireman thing.
Yeah, you actually almost hit it.
Yeah, but he was like jumping out of it, and I'm kind of like, all right, like I could have chased him with it and like really just made it a really sloppy like ordeal. But I was like, no, I'm gonna just kind of like get it. I'm gonna take it to the ground. Let's just end up on the ground and see what's going on from here.
Was there a match like you think was exciting? Like, what's your favorite match you ever seen? Do you have one?
That I've ever seen?
Yeah. Do you have a match like your favorite match you ever seen that like really got you into it? Like you couldn't stop watching.
Man, you know what was one that I really liked? That was like a submission arena one.
Okay.
I loved the Edwin Albino versus Gaetano Mione.
Okay.
You know those guys?
Yeah,
I think they were
both.
like purple belt level.
Yeah, they might be brown belt. But
Yeah, I think
purple or brown.
Edwin's a brown now. I think it was back then.
When
they
it
were
was
both
purple?
I think
Okay,
I could be wrong. But yeah, I don't know, cause like the one dude is built like the Hulk, and the other guy's built like
tall and
Spider-Man.
skinny.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was so cool because I
Yeah.
get to see like that was the first time I got to see like two completely different styles clash, and
Yes.
that was when I I think that's honestly when I started coming up.
It's always interesting
to Valley.
to see like the different styles
Yeah.
that people compete.
Yeah, because like Jiu-Jitsu is such a huge sport. Like
It
you
is.
like you know a lot of people like even at this most recent Grappling Industries thing, like I ended up getting like a leg lock on the one guy
Yeah.
because he probably doesn't do that in his school.
No,
Maybe
dude,
he-
that's the thing. Like, I think if you're gonna compete, you should at least know footlocks.
Yeah.
Like so many schools, like try and make weight to your higher belt, which is good, it's safe. But you shouldn't send you guys out there if you don't have at least like a common defense.
Mhm.
You should at least know how if you don't know how to push at least a foot off an ankle lock and screw your butt over, you probably shouldn't be out there competing in a no-gi tournament like that.
Yeah.
You're actually asking to get your student hood in a way. I feel like
Yeah.
you have to know at least the common defenses.
Yeah. And I'll say honestly, like I'm glad I won the way I won.
Yes.
Because like there was the last match I did was the one where I messed up the guy's arm.
the
a little
Kimura.
bit. Yeah.
Dude, he was
'Cause
laying
I-
for a couple
I ripped
seconds.
it, and he was like,
Yeah,
he
man,
was
he was
laying
in
there.
pain.
I was like, oh man, I feel like.
But dude, he reached across your. We were just talking about that. I think at the gym on Friday night when the guy reaches across your body, how you like to pull it and set it up.
Yeah.
And it happened just how we talked about.
Yeah,
Perfect
that's
setup.
my
It's
favorite.
crazy.
It's like my signature move almost. But like most of the things, like the chokes, I got him in there nice and deep,
Yeah.
and I just chilled on it. And
I
was,
know in
you
the guillotine.
Yeah,
I
that
had
one,
that
the
guy,
one
and I was like,
guillotine.
"Yeah, you got him." And,
and
you're
then,
like, yeah.
and then that one triangle choke, the reverse triangle that you
Yeah.
had me on, like I'm not being an asshole, and
Yeah.
hardly at all. Like the one match that was a dick thing that I did. I'll say this. The one guy was getting a nosebleed, and it was for
Yeah.
that collar choke, and I saw he had like a nosebleed. I saw blood in his
Dude,
nose.
when you see
and
blood-
I had his one collar like this, and I said. I just fucking went
Anytime-
for it anyway.
anytime
I'm
I
like,
see an
"Fuck you,
injury
dude."
in a match,
Just
that's-
fucking lose.
That's what you have to go for.
Yeah.
Especially like
Just go
at the
for
level
it.
I compete at. If you know like you hit like maybe you had him in a full lock and you popped his ankle, I'm thinking about how to get back that ankle again because after you hit him once, they're a lot more sensitive there.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's
They're more
you're not
scared.
friends on that mat.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what
a lot
I'm
of people don't
saying.
understand out there. Like when I go out, like the guys I'm fighting, they're trying to hit me, man. Like they're trying to really like break my arm or
Yeah,
they
especially
don't
like
care.
high level. Like, well, the one fight that you did against the one guy that was like he was like the black guy from I don't know what gym. You remember what I'm talking
The
about?
Grappling Industries or
Yeah, Grappling Industries.
yeah, Desmond McDonald. I
Dude,
think.
he was outstanding. I couldn't believe he had a counter for all your counters.
Yeah, I think
and
I went-
I've seen
I'm
you
pretty
do a
sure
lot
I
of
went,
that
like,
stuff before.
Water on a bicep slicer.
I couldn't believe
And
it.
he just hitchhiked it out and rolled out, and I was like, man, this guy's hard to tap.
Dude, I was scared for you when I saw him do that. I'm like, dude, I've never seen someone.
And
And,
he
that
wasn't-
was probably my favorite fight.
He
of
wasn't
that
even thinking
day.
about the submission. Like he just knew how to get out. Like when I hit some, he was escaping already. Like he had a chain process of if I go here, what he's gonna do already. So he was like steps ahead. I
Yeah.
caught that knee ball eventually.
Yeah, his
So, like,
proprioception is great.
He was
though.
very
Like,
good.
He was very aware of his surroundings.
Yeah, he was very good.
Very, very good jujitsu stuff
Yes.
there, man.
That's how you got to
incredible.
be at the high level. Like if you sit there for too long in a deep submission, you're done, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna break your arm. You're gonna tap out. Like you have to have a defense. Like before you even go out there, like, you gotta know if you're in an arm ball, how you getting out.
Yeah.
Like, you just gotta know like, what you're doing.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like I think, like most of my strategy for the tournament was like I wanted you to gas yourself out a little bit.
Yeah.
Because then, like, especially like at lower level, like
Yeah.
you know,
in a
I'm
gas
pretty-
tank.
Well, that's
Like 4 or 5 minutes. Then
well,
they
dude,
start
that's
to
well, that's what I'm
heavy.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
I can see holes in your game.
Yeah.
The more time we're on the mat, I can kind of pick you apart more.
And you were never really in any danger per se. The only time, like, I guess that banana split
electric
type,
chair
electric.
thing,
I guess
yeah.
electric chair was a half guard type of position.
Yeah, that had me a little scared.
Well, you stretch your legs out pretty far.
Yeah,
but
but
remember,
I knew I wasn't gonna tap to it because I'm like, man, this is uncomfortable. But
you're very flexible.
I know.
remember telling
I was
someone,
like, man,
he's
Andrew's
not
gonna be
tapping
disappointed if I tap this.
There. Well, yeah, because I remember telling you like that's not a like don't tap that. The scooper's heading you out.
Yeah.
Because,
Especially
especially
that's
if you're
what I ended up
flexible.
doing. I grabbed in and I got the knee pass, and then
you're
I
out.
tried for the
Yeah.
triangle, and he got out. He was like, "Oh
Yeah.
no!" He didn't want.
A
But
lot of times you're gonna attack off of like when you escape. You have to just land to your own submission again. That
Yeah.
way you get. If you're playing defense the whole time, you're never gonna really be able to win.
Yeah.
And at some point, you gotta get into the offense and start to attack on your own, which is
Yeah.
what you did. You got out, then you attacked on it, which is I always think is a good thing to do.
Yeah. Well, that's what I try to do. Like, I love the scramble.
Me too.
The
See, that's
scramble's
that's
my
what I'm
favorite
saying. Like the
place to be.
scramble's the best part for people who don't train to watch.
Yeah.
Because, like you see two guys like rolling back and forth, like choking each other, and
Yeah.
you get out, he gets on top, then you sweep him, you get on top. It keeps like the normal crowd interested. Like I'm
Yeah,
telling
well,
you, it
like,
gets you into it.
like I was saying, that Desmond McDonald fight was the best one because it was just so much
Yes.
counter reaction. It was beautiful flow of movements.
I had a match at the finishers with Rob Best, which we're having a rematch in June. Well, at
Yeah.
Michigan, but we went for like 19 minutes. I put him to sleep in overtime. But people comment like that's the best match I've ever seen and stuff. Like people don't even train. Like, oh, that's amazing. Just because we were killing each other.
Yeah.
Like, we were like trying to kill each other. It was when I
Well,
was out
he
there.
does like MMA, right?
He fights
Yeah.
MMA and he was in the military before. And now he's a high level grappler. He's very hard to submit. Like I had him in a couple
Yeah.
like a Kimura at one point. I felt his arm pop in. And he just doesn't tap.
Yeah.
Even in overtime, I got a triangle, and I was squeezing it, and he started to go limp. I was like, he's not tapping. He just fell asleep in my lap.
No
He,
way.
just, he went light out. Some people just in their mind like I'm not gonna tap.
Yeah.
I don't know how they say that yet.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna let my own foot break. But
Yeah.
he didn't care. He wasn't gonna tap to anything.
I saw that fight. That
Yeah.
was actually a really really good one.
Yeah,
I
so
think like most of what I re-saw was like there was like a 2-minute section of like where the
highlight of it.
submission
Yeah,
happens. You know
yeah.
what I mean? But yeah, like that guy seems like a really high level guy, and you're fighting him at Fight to Win.
No, Submission Arena, June 23rd in Maryland. You should be there.
yes,
Actually.
I am going to be there. I'm going to be
on the announcer
commentating that. I
then.
can't believe I
You'll
didn't
get to see
I
the.
forgot.
You'll
I
get
thought
to see
that
the
was Fight to
rematch.
Win. I don't know. I thought that was a Fight to Win thing.
I can tell you one thing. This match, even though it's the second one, is going to be another high intense match. Like, we both just attack each other the whole time.
Yeah.
You can stick submission after submission until someone just gets a broken arm or a broken leg.
Dude,
And I hate to say that,
can't
but
wait.
we both are going to be hard to tap. And I could see someone getting an elbow popped or something, but that's how it has to be to
Yeah,
win some of
man.
these matches,
I
man.
I love the blood, man. I
There
love
you
the
go.
gore.
You got to be on the mic like, ooh, ah, yeah, man.
Jeez. What an incredible display, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm hoping someone goes to sleep or something again.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
want
you
to.
need.
I want to see something
Yeah.
crazy happen for sure. If I'm driving all the way to Maryland, I want to see something.
I
just
know,
hype.
man. It's a far event, but they asked me to rematch him, and we had a good first match,
That's
so I was like,
gonna be a
I'm
good one.
definitely in.
Yeah.
Like,
Is there anyone that you would like a rematch with that you have fought in the past?
anybody who beats me, I'd like to go against again. To
Yeah.
be honest, I hate losing. I'm a very, I guess, competitive person. I think
Yeah.
in jiu-jitsu, I think almost everybody competing at this level has to be competitive. But it is, even like Mateus would be a good match again. He beat me pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think I could beat him.
What do you think a better situation for that fight would be? Like, do you think you would have done better if you were to like gain more mass and more weight?
Well, no, I think I was too timid, to be honest.
Yeah.
I knew he was like a very good grappler, world champion before, so I went out there and tried to play more defense. I said, I'm just going to try and survive and take him to deep waters where I can outlast him. But I wasn't attacking a lot. And I figured there was opportunities where I could have maybe sat for a foot or guillotined him and maybe tried to finish him quicker.
Yeah.
But I just played it too safe for sure. I was on the defensive side, and anytime you're playing defense, you're not attacking. It's hard to
Yeah.
win a match, and then especially at submission range because there's no points.
Well, yeah.
So you had to submit him
and
eventually.
with Mateus, like, he's got very tight jujitsu.
Yeah,
you know
man,
what I mean?
like,
So
his
it's
passing
probably
was
hard to
he
find
was
holes in his
he
game.
was his top pressure was maybe the best top pressure I ever felt in my life. Like his passing, he left zero space for me to like re-guard or something. When he was passing, it felt like there's a house on top of me.
Yeah.
Like it was just next level passing. But he would be a good rematch for me. I think he's a high level guy, and I think going 19 minutes, it was a good match. I believe. He beat
Well,
me.
yeah, it went
But
into
anytime it
overtime. I
goes that
think
long-
like it went way into overtime.
Yeah, we went overtime for a
You like
while.
breached. What were the lengths of the matches? 6 minutes.
I think we did like 3 5-minute rounds.
3 5-minute rounds.
I think no one won into 15 minutes. So I think we did like an
Another
unlimited
one for
submission.
like 6 minutes.
Yeah,
I
some
think it
kind of
was,
unlimited
man.
overtime then. But just like even like a submission only match with me and him again would be interesting. See like if just to see if I got any better against him. You know what I mean? Because I think every day I'm getting better. Like I've been training more. I'm taking it more seriously. I think every day I step on the mat, I'm getting better than the day I was before.
Yeah.
So I think like even in a couple months we'd be a different match.
Yeah, no
so
doubt.
that would definitely be a good rematch for me. I think.
Yeah, I think it's pretty awesome that like you have the mindset of training to fight these high level guys.
Yes.
And I feel like in the gym, I personally like I look up to that. Like
Yeah.
I feed off of that.
There's not a
energy,
person
you know
I
what
wouldn't
mean?
fight.
No, I
They could ask me
believe
to
it,
fight
man.
like the best guy in the world. I mean, and I would do it. I'm not saying I'm going to win, but I think you should always be trying to take them opportunities. Because even if you catch the guy you won, it's a big deal for you.
Yeah.
If you lose, you lost to one of the best guys in the world. You know, that's not... You're supposed to lose, kind of. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's a lot of matches I take and they're like, you're going to lose. And I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I think anybody can beat anybody on any day. You know what I mean? Like, I fight to win. I just fought Mike Padilla. He's a pretty good guy. Evie, I bet you.
No doubt.
He didn't beat me. I never been submitted at fight to win, so I take always how the matches. I always lose by decision. But even against like Mike Padilla, I definitely think like that would be a good rematch too. You know,
Yeah.
No one gets a submission. We're scrambling a lot. So anyway,
Yeah, I didn't make it out to that one. What are the time limits for the fight?
So
to
I
win?
fight to win. I think I had an 8-minute sub
Yeah.
match, and if no one gets submission, I have judges pick a winner. So I lost by
Yeah,
decision.
the flags. I
Yeah.
remember going to one of them.
But I believe for this year, I'm 16-1. So I only lost one match since in 2019. I believe I'm 16-1. The only loss was to Mike Padilla.
That's quite
So
the record.
I won
man.
the good fight. I won Naga. I won at Men of War, my pro match. I won everything I did so far this year
Yeah.
except for the fight to win match I had.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
though. So you think, I think a lot of people that are like looking from the outside of the martial arts community at like the Jiu-Jitsu
Yes.
community, like, what do you think their thoughts are on like looking just for like self-defense stuff? Do you think a lot of the schools that offer like just self-defense stuff, like I know like there's some like karate schools and
Yeah.
like some taekwondo like things that say
Here's
like
my-
women's self-defense
Here's my problem with
thing.
some like the karate and like taekwondo stuff. You don't do a lot of live training. Like usually just like hitting pads and like just doing like the katas they call it. In like jiu-jitsu you actually like you find someone every night. Like we roll every night.
Yeah.
And you're like going maybe not 100% in the gym, but you're going probably 95% with someone else in the gym. So you get a lot of like live repetition in. A lot of the like self-defense, but I don't think you get a lot of like live training in. They just go and they hit pads or they just like spar with each other, but they don't like go 100%. I think in jiu-jitsu every day, you're like going at like someone else trying to hurt you.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to armbar, trying to put you to sleep. So if you get into like a real situation, I think at least you have like actual live training with you.
Yeah.
Like you come in the gym, you probably roll like 5-6 matches at least a night.
I
for
try
you,
to,
right?
I try to, I
then-
roll till the mask get clean,
And then like
man.
and the other guy's trying to like get you too. So it's like a live situation. So a lot of guys like you're gonna find in the street, they don't know what they're doing. They have like no clue. Joe Logan said before on one of his podcasts, like 99% of people in a physical altercation have like no clue how to defend themselves. And I think it's a true statement. Like most
Yeah.
of the people, like if you took someone down, most people anybody can throw a punch or say.
Yeah.
But after you take somebody to the ground, like the technique, you'll say they'll be reaching up and you'll be giving you an armbar, or they'll like turn to the belly and you'll choke them. Like they have no like idea of what to do on the ground.
Yeah.
They have like no self-defense. Like when you first started, you know what I mean? Like you just have no idea.
Yeah.
Like you're like a fish out of the water, man.
Yeah,
It's,
for sure.
It's crazy.
No, yeah, like I remember the first time I rolled with you, you tapped me
Yeah.
every 30 seconds. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
and you
like-
were going easy, you know what I mean?
Like people don't understand. Like when they're on the ground, like they roll to the belly and they give you the neck. Like I would say 1% of this world actually knows how to do stuff on the ground. The other 99% are clueless. Like they have no idea. Which I think Jiu-Jitsu is the best self-defense because anybody can land a lucky punch. Like if you're just in a fight, and you're just flowing like haymakers, man. Anybody can land one. But if I get the fight to the
There's
ground,
plenty of those all-star
yeah, that's flowing like haymakers,
world-star
man.
hip-hop.
And you get caught, you get knocked out. But if I take you down, it's very hard to like hurt me on the ground if you don't know what you're doing. Like you can be throwing punches, but usually when you're swinging, you're giving like an arm ball open, or you're giving like positions for me to pass and like get in a good position. So I think like jiu-jitsu just is like the best self-defense just off of like the people don't know how to defend themselves on the ground.
Yeah,
you know what
no
I mean?
doubt.
Yeah.
Well, you think it's one of the better things, like versus like maybe boxing or even like Muay Thai, like as an entry level thing. Like, what advice would you give like someone that's new to martial arts that's maybe like interested in self defense, like especially like females that maybe are like insecure about.
Well, here's
that
the thing
stuff,
with like
you know what I mean?
boxing and Muay Thai. I think it's all good. I think it's good to train anything. Let me first say like I think it's good to train anything just to like get like some kind of self defense. But like in boxing or Muay Thai, like for like just taking like the punches to the head every day. Like if you're really training to be a boxer, you get beat up a lot. You know what I
No
mean?
doubt.
Like all the brain damage and stuff. I think jiu-jitsu, like you beat each other up, but you never like. I don't think you like getting hurt as much on a daily basis. And it's like self-defense wise, like I'm saying, even if you like box, anybody can land a lucky punch. Like you might have your hands up, but then you throw like a jab, but anybody could land a lucky punch. Even Like, I figure just jiu-jitsu, like, it keeps you safer. Like, if you can get the fight to the ground, obviously, you find someone who has, like, Muay Thai or boxing, it's going to be hard to close the gap to get the fight to the ground. But after you get it down, I think you have a huge advantage. Mm-hmm. I really do. Especially if you wrestled before. Yeah. Because wrestling and jiu-jitsu, they're different, but they have a lot of similarities. Like Eric, as you know. Like he came in, he's only a blue belt now, but I'd put him against most high-level guys and think he has a chance to win, man.
I think so, yeah. Well, he did just win the Pan Ams there.
He's another one, like, he takes you down, like, in his top pressure, like how do you game plan for him? Like, what, like, you know what I mean?
Dude,
it's tough,
his north-south choke.
It's tough.
I have not. I've been looking for an answer for a year.
And he just squeezes your head, and there's not much you're gonna do.
Yeah, you get an arm in there. I open this gap a million times, and he just flexes a little more.
Dude,
I'm
he
like,
flexes.
son of a bitch.
And, like, he's the guy, like, he's trying to finish you. Like, dude, he's not playing games.
Yeah, I know.
Like, he wants to finish you, man.
I remember the first time I told, like, he's like, all right, like, Brad, like, you know, let's go, like, you know, 50%. Let's see what you can do. I'm like, Eric, I know this whole time that you're rolling with everybody, you're just dying to give 100%. Why don't you give me that?
No, he really
said, how about 80? I'm like, all right. He lays me the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, bro.
You know what's crazy?
He's like wrestling a tank.
You're talking about the ladies in self-defense. I think the ladies are the meanest ones. They come in the gyms.
Well, dude, at that grappling industries one,
the ladies try and kill you.
One chick got the nastiest armbar off. I was like, other girls are.
I roll with guys and we're like laughing and smiling. Like me and you, we'll be laughing during the match. I roll with like some females. And they have the devil eyes, man. They're trying to kill you. Even Sam. Like, Sam goes pretty hard. Like, just along with Sam, she's another one who, like, if she gets you in a submission, she's going to finish you. Like, she's not being nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
her legs are like tree trunks, too, bro. If you get her in a leg lock, she's just going to laugh at you.
I can, like, foot lock. I get into, like, the positions, but it's so it's like hard to finish her. She has good defense, and her mental game is just like, I'm not tapping. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to beat anybody who's just like, I'm not tapping. You know what I mean? Anybody who has the mindset, I'm not going to tap, it's hard to tap. Mm-hmm. I mean, if they're willing to let you like break their arm to beat them, the question is, are you going to break their arm? And a lot of people, it's not going to break you arm. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard to get somebody to actually break you arm.
Dude, well, that's the thing. Like, that's the difference between fighting in the gym and fighting like in the tournament.
Yes, 100%.
Because like, I remember, I'll tell you, like, the thing that I was doing to kind of mentally prepare myself, like for the fight, is I was listening to David Goggins. You know who that is?
No.
He's like a former Navy SEAL guy. He's a
so
he's
he's got the mental game though.
Well, dude, that's his thing. Like he's a motivational speaker now. Like he runs like these ultra marathons, like 100-mile plus like things.
That's crazy.
And he does them on broken feet and shit. That's ridiculous. Like he's insane. He's an insane dude.
Yeah.
But like I was listening to his stuff, and I'm just like, the whole time it was helping me reflect. Like, man, do I want this more than these guys? Yeah. Like that's what I was thinking about walking in there. Yeah. And then when I was like cooking that stuff in my mind, I'm like, dude, I came here to be the champion, bro.
I'm a true believer that more than half of your fight happens before you even step on the mat. The training before the fight, what you're eating to stay healthy, is your weight under control, the mental aspect. Like, if you go to a match thinking you're going to lose, you're probably going to lose. Yeah. Because if you have any doubts in your mind you're going to lose that match, as soon as you step on the mat, you slap bump, you're already thinking, oh man, I'm not supposed to be here, whatever. So I believe, like, I would say maybe 90% of the match is won or lost before you even slap and bump to compete.
Yeah, I'll say, like, I've never done weight cutting to the extent that I did for that grappling industry fight. So I think we decided I was going to do it on Tuesday.
Yeah, there was like Tuesday and Saturday.
And the thing was Friday. It was Saturday. Yeah. My God, dude, I was eating like ramen noodles for lunch, or like one cup, and then like at night I was eating like toast with tuna. It's not easy to lose weight, dude. People like, they'll be like, oh, I could lose 5 pounds overnight, but it's harder than you think, man. Well, dude, like I think like walk with the first fight on the mat, or right when I got to the scale, and I had cut 10 pounds to make weight, and that was like more than
that's in like 5 days,
dude. Like that's 5 days. It was miserable. It was miserable. Like, cause I love to eat, dude. Like that's my thing. I know people like Zach Edwards, for example. I think he cuts like 15, 20 pounds for matches. I don't see how he does it. I know he says he goes to the sauna and stuff, but like, cutting that much weight. I was in this sauna. Let me tell you now. Almost a half hour. Cutting like anything more than 10 pounds is already a fight. You're doing a fight before you fight, because
like even come weight, it messes with like your mental. It messes like you're able to like train a lot. Like if you're weak from cutting a lot of weight, it's harder to train. It's harder to just do anything.
Yeah, well, I think like what you were saying about the mental, man.
Yeah.
If you use that, like, man, I'm in such a defeated state.
Yeah.
You have to harness that. Like,
Definitely.
that's one of the things. Like, once I got to drink my water, like, cause I didn't drink from the time I was in the sauna the night before till after I weighed in.
And it's hard on you, man.
I chugged that water, and I was like, look, man, like,
and your mind's telling you. Your mind's like, yo, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty,
dude. And I was like, look, we are gonna earn the first
yeah,
meal
that's
we
what you
get
need,
after
man.
this. We're gonna
That's what
earn
you need.
this. Like, you are gonna have to fight. Like, I was like kind of like mentally tricking myself. Like, we're gonna keep doing this until we win a tournament.
Yeah.
So we better win it today.
And like, and I think like the support system you need for like being like a high level grappler is one of the most important things too. Because like if you're not like, I'm lucky, like Sam's, my girlfriend supports me, my mom and dad support me. But if you have people who just like aren't gonna understand like that you need to be training, like Sam support. Like I train a lot. Like I train like 6 days a week.
Yeah, man.
And I try to train 7, and Sam, like, my girlfriend understands that, my mom understands that, we train a lot. You need to have, like, people that will understand, like, what you're doing, because...
that support network is crucial.
To compete on the highest level, like, of Jiu-Jitsu, per se, you gotta be putting in that 2 times a day, like, training every day and just to get ready. So if you have people who aren't going to support you, it's almost impossible to be at the high level. Like, I know like, a lot of people who say like it's hard because like they work, like if you work a job and stuff, like you're not going to see a lot of your family. By the time you work and train twice a day, you probably have no time left. You got to sleep. So I think having like a support system is probably the most important thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, your girlfriend's kind of supportive too right now.
Yeah, well, dude,
she cams and she supports you at the matches too.
Yeah, and it's so cool. It's actually amazing. Mine and her relationship, like, we're very supportive of each other.
Yeah, she competes a lot too. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like she does these like high level, obstacle course racing things, like the Spartan races and stuff, and she competes at that stuff. And like, I like to do my thing, but I still want to support her. And like, me, I do a million different things.
No,
you know what I mean?
It's hard.
But she's there for me for everything.
That's what I'm saying.
And you know what I mean? So like, I can't honestly like. Finding a relationship where you can be a team instead of like having a cheerleader for the quarterback kind of relationship.
Sam training, I think, helps too, because she understands like how hard it is.
Yeah,
because she's a pillow belt, so she's getting up there.
Absolutely,
she understands like how hard it is to win these high level matches. So I think like, and your girlfriend understands because she's competing at a high level racing and stuff. So we both are kind of probably lucky to have what we have. To be
absolutely, dude.
Yes.
I'm grateful every night. every night I'm cuddling. I'm like, yes. I win.
Got lucky.
I won.
Got
It's like I'm not letting this one go.
Yeah.
It's great, man. Like it's really important to maintain that stuff too. You know what I mean? You got to maintain those relationships.
Yeah.
Like a good friend of mine told me, friends are like plants. You got to water your plants. You know what I mean? So you gotta be there for them when they're there for you. You know. And I appreciate you coming out to my show actually Friday.
Yeah, man.
So,
it was fun actually. We actually had a lot of people from the team show up.
Yeah, man. It was one of my favorite shows, to be honest. It was a fun table.
What, 15 people there maybe? I'm being serious.
15?
I think so, man. I had 5 just with my group, and then Pat brought some people. I know Mike showed up. Yeah, I think we probably had about 12 to 15 people there just.
I think that's about right.
I really do.
It was a great show up. Yeah, for sure.
You got the Shawn Mendes song in, so I was a big fan. I was a big fan, man.
Yeah, I missed seeing a lot of the guys like your buddy.
Yeah, Brian came all the way from Delaware.
Yeah, and your buddy that plays football with you.
Israel.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was just I haven't seen the last time I saw him was at Jared's when we watched that one UFC event.
Like Brian, he moved away, lives in Delaware, right? And he still came all the way just to watch you play. It's the family you get in Jiu-Jitsu, man.
Oh,
like, you know what I mean?
Well, dude, like I was having this conversation with a friend of mine that I used to be in the military with, and dude, it is so hard to find a replacement for the brotherhood that you get in the military.
Yes.
Like when I was in the army, like you could say anything with these guys. You know what I mean? You could say the most foul stuff, and everyone's laughing. You know what I mean? And like in Jiu-Jitsu, you have a lot of that same cohesion. Like we joke around about the dumbest stuff.
We might have the best teams, man. We have so many cool people, man.
Yeah, no doubt. And like it's so hard to replace that once you have it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I do not take that for granted either. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons like I have to drive an hour to get to train. I'm missing a lot of class by the time I get there.
I think we have a couple guys drive like an hour.
Yeah, man.
We got a good support system.
But that's how good the dynamic there is. You know what I mean? You can't fake that. Like I could probably find a closer gym. I could probably find a closer gym, but I'm like, I like once I'm at Valley, I'm thinking like, man, the cohesion here,
Man,
like this
I
family,
trained
the family
at many
lived here.
gyms, you know, and I even go and travel a lot, and I would put Valley up there with the best of the gyms just because like the atmosphere we have, like we're all family, man. It really
Yeah.
is. I trained at a gym when I was a little kid called High Jiu-Jitsu in Hamburg, and we were all family there. And I wanted to find that, and I didn't think I found it until I met Valley again. Then,
Yeah, man.
And then Valley, once again, they took me in too. Like Pat took me in. I didn't have a gym at the time. You know, I was leaving a gym, and Pat took me in right away. And then we all
tell me
became
that
a
story,
family.
because that's something I don't even know about. Like, how did you come from? What was your first gym, and how did you end up here?
Yeah, so when
I
I
want
was
to know
like,
the timeline.
Well, I started wrestling obviously from
Yeah.
Hamburg, and I wrestled. And then when I was doing the one off season, I just wanted to do something else, man. And there was a gym in Hamburg called High Jiu-Jitsu with Chad Charles with. So I trained there with him probably from like 10 to 16, and he had to move to Virginia.
Age 10 to 16.
I think 10 to about 16, and then he moved all the way to Virginia. So when he moved, I had to find another gym. So I went to a couple gyms in between, like him and Valley Jiu-Jitsu. I trained at Hobson's before. I know in Reading. I trained at another gym.
Yeah, that's a very controversial one.
Yeah. And I just didn't feel like I was at home like I was at High Jiu-Jitsu until I found Valley. So I really didn't, like, any gym I went to, it just wasn't the same feeling. Like, it just wasn't a family. You know, you have to find like that knot you get.
How did you end up at Valley? Were they already established? Did Pat already have
Yeah,
a
so
team?
they had like I guess it would be like a club kind of thing,
It was
like
almost a
and
club.
another like small little like 2 mats down a full little CrossFit gym we started at.
Yeah.
And then my one friend Matt Winchester was under SAS, and he told me about Valley, and I said, you know, I'll go check it out and see if that's the new place. And me and Sam went up. We trained it for about 2 weeks.
Where's Matt from?
I
know who that is.
I trained with
He
Matt
was at the one-
Winchester.
he
Here's
was
the
the
thing:
one-
is me and Matt trained when I was a kid.
Yeah.
From 10 to 16, when I was training at Hamburg High Jiu-Jitsu, so was he. And then when Chad moved, we both went different ways.
Okay.
And then he moved to York.
He did a fight at Submission Arena. That's how I know Matt.
He might have had
Winchester.
1 or 2. Yeah, I know he competed before.
He had a goat horse song
Yeah,
as his
man.
walk-in song.
He is
That's some heavy
Matt's
death metal,
one of the
man.
best guys I've met in my life, but he's funny as hell,
Dude,
man. He's just
he's an
crazy,
animal.
man.
He's an animal.
I'm trying to think who he fought now. I can't remember. It's bugging me. I don't know who he fought. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't quite remember myself.
I think he fought maybe Daniel Maiva in a gi match or somebody like that.
Yes,
I
he was
think
a
so.
gi match. He
He
was
was
the
the
first
only
gi
gi match on
Yes,
Submission
yes,
Arena the
yes.
first time.
Yes.
But yeah, so we
That's correct.
trained together when I was a kid, and then I was training at a different gym, and he's like, you should go check out Valley. They have they're under SAS, and he's on SAS. We're gonna be back on the same team again. So I went to Valley, and it felt like it was back to home. So me and
Yeah.
Sam joined, and then we got lucky. Like all you guys started to come with, man.
Yeah.
We got lucky with all the people, to be honest. I thank God that we did it. We got everybody,
Yeah.
man. Like just the people that came in, it makes it a family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, like I said, man, it is so hard to find that cohesion.
It is.
Like
It
you
definitely
can't
is.
fake it either.
No.
You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things, like in the military, like I started to feel like almost just with all the changes in policies and stuff,
Yeah.
like one of the reasons I didn't re-up is just because like it wasn't as hard.
Yeah.
It wasn't as like,
Yeah, how it used to be for you. Yeah.
the thing about it was like they were changing things to make the military softer.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking in my head,
I think a lot of things nowadays are getting softer in general.
Well, dude, 100%, bro. And like I remember, like in boot camp, like we had a group of guys, and like during one of the training, when in the cavalry school that I went to, we used to watch videos of like decapitations and stuff like from the Taliban, and it's like that stuff's grueling.
Yeah,
like, that's
for sure,
gruesome
man.
stuff. But you know, like you start watching that, and it reminds you like this is why I'm in the military.
Yeah, you gotta make a
because these
difference, yeah.
people need to be stopped.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
100%.
And it's the whole political landscape now that you're older. Like
Yeah.
I'm how many more years older than I was when I first went in. So I'm much more wise now, and I can see the socio-economic state of the whole world, and it's way more complicated than I thought at the time. But like when they started pushing these policies, it just started making everything just softer. I was just thinking like, man, they're not thinking the same thing. Those Al Qaeda guys aren't going to be softer on us just because this policy.
And I think the whole world in general is getting to be a little bit softer. Like we're getting to be more. I don't know if it's a bad thing. I mean, I think it. I mean, I guess it's how you look at it.
It's
Depending
probably
on who
good for
you
some
are.
people.
It's-
But
I was gonna
do
say-
you think where we are in the world with how the human race is right now? Like, do you think where we're headed? Do you think violence is necessary?
I do, man.
Do you think we're gonna get to a state where we don't need to be violent anymore?
Well, I don't think it's ever going to be that type of state, just
Really?
to be honest. Just because, like, for that to happen, you'd have to find, like, a world peace with everybody, to be honest. And that's just never going to... At least not nowhere in the near future can I see that happening. There's just too many bad things going on, to be honest, man.
Yeah,
It's just not...
just not in the foreseeable future.
Yeah, I really don't think so. I mean...
I think it's so core to, like, our instincts and our DNA, you know what I mean? All that stuff is so hard to
people
erase
wanna
that
fight,
stuff,
man.
man.
People want to compete, not just fight. People just want to compete. That's what we were saying earlier. Like, I think 99% of people have like that competitive edge that they want to be better than the other person.
Yeah,
and it's like a ladder. You beat him, but then you want to beat the next guy and just keep on going until.
Well, that's like this is a good conversation I could probably that I've probably already had with Joe before about like the difference between equity and equality.
Yeah.
Like everyone wants equality of outcome.
Yes.
But not everyone wants to put in the same effort.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you like the guy that like this is one of the reasons like me and Felipe like are such good training partners is because both of us came from the low shit of Reading. Like he grew up in the ghetto, I grew up in the ghetto. Like I'm from the south side of Reading. I got to the north side. When I was a teenager.
Yeah.
I saw my mom come from Puerto Rico when she was a teenager. Like she was 18 and she moved to PA. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like and it's kind of amazing when you see like I look for that in people when I can see that like you have a thirst for adversity when you are hungry for that fight because that's where you came from.
No, man, it just makes you a stronger person in general, man.
Dude, it's those are the realest people.
The things you gotta...
There's also the most scumbag people though because they learn how to hustle. You know what I mean?
But the things you gotta work the hardest for, the things that mean the most, I believe. You know what I mean? Like anything that, like even to get my black belt, you know what I mean? Like I started when I was a white belt, and it took years. But anything you got to work that hard for, I think usually it's worth it. Getting my black belt was the best things in my life. Yeah. Even for you, like even like starting at the bottom and working your way up. It's just a good fit when you finally get to where you want to be. Yeah. It's just an amazing feeling.
It is. It is amazing, bro. Yeah. And that's one of the amazing things about this bus. To be honest, like this band, Kevin McGee was my first interview. And dude, that was like the best band I've ever been in. And it's so crazy because you'd think. If you're qualified, like I was obviously qualified to get that far in that band, I can find another band. Yeah, I've never found a band quite like that, man. And so that's what I'm saying. Like with this gym,
sometimes you don't realize how good you have things,
dude.
Man.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't take it for granted. It's like, man, it would be too easy for me to find a gym that's 15 minutes from my house. Yeah. It's not going to be Valley, man.
I even drive like 25 minutes, man. I live in Hamburg. Yeah. I drive all the way to Allentown, folks. So there's gyms closer to me too, but none of them are the same. Like I told you,
dude, it's just so hard to replace. Don't take that stuff for granted, man. When you can start seeing like if you see that you're on like one of those Mario Kart booster ramps, like not everyone's hitting that ramp, man.
No, I know.
So you take. And
we're getting like stronger as a team as the days go on. Like Valley, I think is getting better from when we first started. Now we're getting like. Everybody's leveling up and progressing at a good rate, man. We're winning tournaments.
Well, how old are you, man? You're probably one of the younger black belts
in the world.
I'm 23. Yeah. That's crazy. Who's the youngest black belt? Do you know? Like, who was the youngest person to ever get their black belt in jiu-jitsu? Like, in the last few years? Because, you know what I mean?
I know
like
Gordon Ryan was pretty young, I know. I'm not sure exactly what he was. I'm 23 now. I got my blue belt when I was 16. I got purple when I was 18, brown at 20, and then black. I had my brown belt for 3 years. I got my black belt at 23. So I believe that it might have been Gordon Ryan though. I'm thinking about it. He was pretty young. He's an exception to the rule. I mean, people complain about him getting his black belt so quick, but beat him.
Yeah, beat him. Seriously.
He's so good. Like he might beat a pound for pound best grappler on the planet. And I don't say I can complain at someone getting a black belt like so quick. Then beat him. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you think he shouldn't be a black belt, you beat him in a match or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I've seen him fight like guys who have been black belts for 20 years. Yeah. And he slays them. So I always think like there's exceptions to how people say you should train this long to get your black belt 10 years or 12 years, but there's always exceptions to every rule. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
Like even like someone like Eric who's been wrestling for so long, that has to count for something. Right?
Absolutely.
And that has to. You can't put him out against white belts. Like, no. I mean that's not. It's just not fair. Yeah. So there's always gonna be like exceptions to like the how long and like the age. Yeah. I mean I know you have to be 16 to get your blue belt. Yeah. Which I think is actually a cool thing. I hate like in karate, not. there should be no like 5-year-old black belt, a 7-year-old
Yeah.
black belt. That's just ridiculous. No like kid that age is gonna be able to defend himself against a grown adult. I don't care what you do. You know what I mean? Even
Yeah.
if you're the best jiu-jitsu kid in the world,
Yeah.
not compete somebody like
Well, like
you know what I mean?
devalues it. You know
Yes,
what I
I
mean?
agree.
It makes it like I like it's like there's so many memes out there. It's like, oh, my kid got his black
That's
belt
how
when
it
he
is,
was 13.
that's how it is, yeah,
And it's
man.
like, I will destroy your kid.
That's why like, jiu-jitsu, you can't even start the belt like the adult belt system till you're 16, which helps a lot because blue to purple 16, 18, you're not gonna be a purple belt till you're like 17 and a half, 18 technically.
Yeah.
So by the time you get your black belt, you're above 20, which is actually a reasonable thing to me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
To be like a black belt at the age of 12 is just absurd to me, because you're basically saying the 12-year-old could defend himself or do decent in a live
Yeah.
situation against like a 30-year-old like 200-pound male, and that's just
Yeah.
that's just not true. No matter what you
Even
say,
if they're drunk, you know
yeah,
what I mean?
it just doesn't matter, man. When I was a kid, man, and I was like 12, and I was competing against adults in jiu-jitsu, and I was a real good kid. I would get killed, man. It doesn't matter how good you are. If you don't even have like your man muscles yet per se.
Yeah,
I guess that's
yeah.
how you put it, like
Yeah.
your grown man strength shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's a big difference until you're like, even from like, I don't think you can even get strong until you're like in your 20s, like your full like development per se. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not sure when you're supposed to.
Joe,
but
when's a male?
do you know when like the
When's a
exact-
male max out?
Do we know like when?
I don't know physically. I know about like brain development, but
What's the brain development one?
somewhere between 25 and 28.
Is it
See what I
25?
mean- see what I
What's the
mean?
one? I guess the physical one's in the 30s.
Is it?
I don't know.
We
That's
did.
what I'm saying. So think about
Google
that.
it.
Like,
Google
you're trying to find
I'm
out.
not Jamie.
You're trying to
I'm not
find out
Jamie.
exactly.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, it's just absurd to think like a 6-year-old is gonna be a. You know. It's crazy to me. It's just crazy, man.
But nah, yeah, definitely, man. Like, testosterone is a huge factor,
Oh,
man.
man.
Like, I remember, like, when I was,
I can tell you, me now
yeah,
against me like 5 years ago, I'd kill
night and
myself
day.
now than 5 years ago, and I was decent back then. But just like I said, every day or every year, I'm getting like stronger and better. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I guess
yeah,
it's
like you're
eventually
23,
downward.
man. Like,
I'm only
you-
23, man. I have a
Dude,
while.
you
I feel
yeah,
like.
no, man. Like, you used to, at one time, you told me, did an MMA fight. What made you steer away from that, man?
Nothing though.
Why
know, I
don't
was
why
just-
don't you do it?
I want to. I want to get back into
why
it.
don't
to be
you? Why
honest.
don't you be the UFC like?
So here's what happened, man,
featherweight
like,
champion, man.
I started getting into more like high level jiu-jitsu matches, and it just, I feel like you gotta kind of pick one to focus on
Yeah,
if you want to be real good at it. Like, if I'm doing like high level jiu-jitsu matches, it's hard to like put striking into my game, like because if I'm training striking, I'm not training as much jiu-jitsu.
yeah, absolutely.
So you gotta like, you gotta
can't be
like,
the jack of all
you're
trades.
like I feel like
because
you're in the
you'll be
middle
a
of both.
master of none.
I think I'm gonna like focus. I won my fight in like the first round by armbar.
Yeah,
But I think if I want to get to the high level MMA, you gotta focus on MMA. Then that takes away like your jiu-jitsu.
yeah.
So I think you gotta pick one now. I think when
So what happened with that MMA fight? Like, where was that? Like, what was the circumstances
I
of that
fought in
event?
Ohio.
Oh wow! So
That's
you actually had
something-
to travel for
I
that.
did. I traveled like 5-6 hours, whatever it was. I fought.
How old were you?
18.
Oh wow!
I just
so, yeah.
Yeah, I just actually got. I was just approved to like fight like at that level because you have to be like 18 to fight like in
Yeah.
Ohio like that level of MMA. And my coach at the time was like, you want to do the fight? And I was like, I don't do a lot of striking, but I wrestle in jiu-jitsu, so he's like, you'll probably do pretty well. So I took the fight on like 6 weeks notice, which is 6 weeks is a pretty good time, I guess, But yeah, I trained Muay Thai and jiu-jitsu for the 6 weeks. Striking was not that good still. You're not gonna learn enough in like a short amount of weeks. But I realized that my jiu-jitsu was so good for MMA level that it didn't matter. After I took the guy down, I submitted him right away. The jiu-jitsu was terrible. So I do
Yeah.
believe even now, like fighting, I could probably win a lot of matches just off like my grappling ability. But if you ever want to get to like the next level, like I would probably be a good like low level MMA fighter right now. But if you ever want to get to like the next like UFC Bellator level,
Yeah.
I'd have to basically pick one or the other at the time, and I just been focusing more on jiu-jitsu.
Do you ever sit and think like, what's the age where I'd have to decide?
Well, I think if you get past 30, it's gonna be hard to make it far in like MMA.
For sure.
I feel like right now I'm gonna focus on jiu-jitsu from like now until maybe 26.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think if I'm not making it as far as I went to jiu-jitsu at like 26, I'm gonna start to switch over to MMA more. But I could see myself fighting honestly next year or two, just depending on how it works
The
out.
circumstances, yeah.
Yeah,
If
I get
whatever
offered-
lands on your lap.
If I get offered like a good match, I'll take it. I'd have to train more striking, but I would definitely take any MMA match as well if I have enough time to train for it, I
Yeah.
should say. I'm not just gonna take it next week.
If the paycheck
But
was
yeah,
right,
yeah,
you know what I
depending
mean?
on what it is, yeah.
Well, that's cool. Do you think?
And that's another thing though. See, I get paid for some of these jiu-jitsu matches.
Yeah.
So like, do I really want to go and fight like amateur MMA? Like, I don't know. I guess I could fight pro. I'm not sure how it works.
Yeah.
But I really want to go and fight amateur MMA while I'm making nothing, while I'm getting paid to like do jiu-jitsu matches. You know what I mean?
Do you think like guys like Gordon Ryan and stuff are getting offers to do
I do.
like professional MMA?
Gary Tunnen, one of the best jiu-jitsu guys, was. He's actually fighting for one championship now, and I think it's like somewhere over in like somewhere far away, like I don't know where one championship, maybe North Korea or Japan or something, somewhere real far, wherever it is. He's fighting now, and he's probably making good money. But I feel like getting yourself so good at jiu-jitsu, it gives you more like high level MMA matches, because he skipped like the low level matches because he was one of the best jiu-jitsu guys. He got like high level fights right away. So I think if you can get yourself like known enough in jiu-jitsu, you can get better MMA matches. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Like better high level matches right away. You don't have to go for like the whole going at the bottom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's great, man.
Yeah.
So what do you do on your spare time? Like, so you're the jiu-jitsu man 6 or 7 days a week.
Yes.
What do you do? What do you do on the spare time?
I do play a lot of video games.
Yeah.
I play like Apex Legends, Call of Duty. I love football too, so I play in a flag football league. If I had to put like sports in order, I'd probably go like jiu-jitsu and wrestling, and then football. I love the Eagles. I just love football in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, my spare time, man, I do a lot. Even when I'm at home, like even on my spare time, that's what people don't understand. Like jiu-jitsu takes you over. Like I'll be at home, like I said, like playing a video game, and I'm still thinking about like, I need to learn how to do that move.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to learn how to do this. So,
Like right now for me, that Ebenari roll,
See
bro.
what I mean?
I've been thinking about that since the other day when I messed up my leg.
Like, I'll be on a
I need
date with
some
Sam, and I'll
down
be like, "Yo,
stuff.
Sam, can we go home and I can try this real quick?" And she'll be like, "Well, I want a date, man." But I'm like, "But I can't get it out of my head, man. You know, it's always in your
My
head."
girlfriend gets annoyed by
you
it
have to be
too,
better
bro.
when you have to.
My girlfriend gets
You know what
annoyed
I
by
mean?
it too, bro.
But yeah, like, I love like I'll sit down with like Apex Legends or Call of Duty for a while. I'll play football, but really, man, like all my free time is a lot of it right now is jiu-jitsu. I don't have a job at the moment, as you know. I get paid from like Valley, and I get money
you
to do
get paid
matches
to coach.
So like most of my free time, man, it really is a lot of it's just jiu-jitsu, man. Even if I'm not like training, I'm watching like techniques, or I'm watching videos, or I'm doing stuff that's like I'm lifting weights or doing like sprints or cardio at workouts to get better at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I feel like if you want to be good at something, most of your time you have to be focusing on that.
Absolutely.
I don't want to like waste time doing other stuff. I like to be one of the best grapplers in the world. Like by the time I'm 30, I'd love to be a world champion or at least compete at that high of a level. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. What do you think? Like, what do you think? Some of like, I think it's very difficult to be at the level that you're at.
Yes.
Like, first of all, because you need to, like you're saying, you need to put in the time and the energy and the effort, and all the circumstances need to line up. What can some of these competitions do better for athletes like you? You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
I think the main thing is always money, and that sounds
that's what I'm saying.
sounds crazy.
It's
Everybody's
not
gonna say that's
crazy, man.
ridiculous, but if you want someone to be like getting better, you got to make money. Half of these high level guys, they ain't making no money doing anything else but jiu-jitsu. They'll teach like seminars and compete for money.
the private sessions.
Yeah, a
and
lot
stuff
of private
like that.
sessions, a lot of seminars, but they're not making enough money to like survive, man. You know what I mean?
Well, dude, everything's expensive now, man.
Oh man, everything's going up.
Going to college, man. I know so many people in debt, man.
But I think just like the promotion, just like trying to pay out more. Like if you get expert, like if you have an expert division, yeah, give them the gold medal, yeah, whatever, man. But they should be getting like the black belt and brown belt should be at least getting like a couple $100 for winning. Like there's a lot of tournaments I pay $100 to compete in. You know
And
what I mean?
you get nothing
So
out.
I'll pay the $100 and I win like a $1 gold medal or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be rude or nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Well, here's
I'm
the thing.
losing money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing. Like I was kind of thinking about recently, and it's interesting that you said that stuff, because like when I run my Smash tournaments, my Smash Brothers tournaments, we have like a venue fee, right? That
Okay.
the people running the tournament, like we have enough that we can pay out the people that are, doing the event.
Yes.
And then for the actual competition, we have bracket fees.
Yes.
So if you want to compete in this bracket, you pay $5.
Yeah.
And then the winner gets 70, the second place gets
Yeah.
20, and then last place or third place
See,
gets
that would be
10%.
good just like jiu-jitsu. I do a bracket, I
but
put like
that's what I'm
$20
saying.
in, the winner gets all or something.
Yeah.
It would help me a
Well,
lot.
But a lot of these other competitions like this are corrupt like that, man. They just want to keep all the money.
They want
and
the
you know
money
what I
for
mean?
themselves.
At the same time, like it's kind of a messed up situation, because you want these guys that are running the events that are doing it well, you want them to, if they're running a good event, you want to make sure that they're getting enough money to keep running
Yeah, I
these
agree.
events.
I mean, it's hard. They travel.
You
They
know
have a
what I
lot
mean?
of expenses.
But at the same time, the athletes are the people that are, the main event.
But look at like a normal tournament, right? So say like, let's just say on the beach tournaments, like you get 1,200 competitors, like one of the bigger ones,
That's what
right?
I'm saying.
So times
Everyone there is
1,200 by
putting
$120, like you tell me you can't pick the first place expert winner's like $200, like something cheap. I'm not saying ridiculous, but at least I'll give them that money back.
Yeah.
I mean, I pay $100 some of these tournaments, like the little ones, just get like more matches, and I do like the smaller tournaments. $100, man. And then what do you win? A gold medal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard.
I do think it's a little unfair, man. And like on the other side of the coin, like when I'm playing some of these shows, when I was in a band, I was in a metal band after the climbing, actually called Scarlet Moon.
Yes.
And that playing shows at venues that don't like pay very well is like the worst. It's like it's almost as bad as like the jiu-jitsu
Or
thing.
it's almost like an insult, because you put all your time in to get better at this to play for them,
But
and
that's
you
what
get
I'm
nothing
saying.
out of it.
But here's the thing. So the thing is, I think there's a combination of all these things. Just from me being like the outsider of all these things, like I'm like almost entry level or higher at all these things, that I can see like the best way is like a hybrid between them all. And like with playing music, they would give you tickets, right?
Yeah.
They'd give you 25 tickets. Each of these are $10, right?
Yeah.
So you have to sell $250 worth of tickets, right?
Yeah.
You get $1 per ticket.
Yeah.
How many people are in your band? 5 people.
Yeah,
You have a
you see
5-piece
what I mean?
band.
Yeah.
Each of them guys is getting $5
Yeah.
for a 30-minute show, and you're bringing all your equipment and everything, and you brought 25 people
That's
to
what I'm
this
saying.
venue, and you're not the only band playing, right?
You lose all that money, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
and what happens if you don't sell 25?
See what I mean?
You got to pay out of pocket for those
ridiculous.
that you don't sell.
Ridiculous.
It's insane.
It's
It's
ridiculous,
insane. So what I think is like the best thing you can do is you give the 25 out to this person, you split that money with them.
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
And then whatever they don't sell, it's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Because they're helping promote. You want to get paid as the
Exactly.
person.
Yeah.
If I'm only making $1 a ticket, I don't want to fucking sell these tickets.
No,
If
not
I-
not, right?
But if
Yeah.
I'm getting paid out of these tickets, then
Yes.
of course I want to sell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think if you're having a big jiu-jitsu event and you want to have spectators there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even for this last tournament we did, like no one got paid that won. But there was a spectator fee for when my girlfriend, like
Yeah.
your dad, had to
Yeah,
come in. Like, what's going on there?
And
Where's
they-
that money going?
And they collected $100 a person too.
I think
75.
spectators was well. You're saying for
For
the
the
competitors,
competitors,
yeah,
Because they had a couple hundred competitors still.
yeah, no
so
doubt,
if you just take all, even the absolute one, they could have got at least some money. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it's just they don't.
Yeah, I think it really comes down to like the fans of this stuff too. You know what I mean? Like they need to.
I will say, I think as jiu-jitsu gets bigger, there'll be more money involved.
Yeah.
I know it's not like a huge sport. Like a lot of people don't know what it is yet. So I think that has a lot to do with it. I think you need more popularity to get
it's
money
definitely
going.
it's definitely like it's on the shoulders of the
It's
high
on the
level
vise.
athletes.
It's on the vise though.
Well,
for sure.
it's like the task lies on the shoulders
Yeah.
of the spectators
I agree.
and like the fans
Yeah.
and the high level athletes. Like we need to hype this up and make it a bigger deal.
I tell you what, I
know
think
mean?
Fight to Win is going in the right direction.
Dude,
You've
I
been to one,
love
right?
the Fight to Win
Dude,
events. They're
the
so well done.
walkouts, the
They're
stage,
so well
they
done.
get that you can slap the mat, get the whole crowd involved. I definitely think Fight to Win is like they pay their fighters. Fight to Win's the direction everybody should be going. I think for sure,
Absolutely.
100%. They might be the best card I ever compete on, to be honest.
Yeah?
I think they're my favorite one.
How many of those Fight to Wins have you done?
Oh man, probably 4 or 5. To be honest, I think I did pretty many. But I ref and judge for them too a lot.
Oh, really?
So they pay me to like judge or ref, and it's just a show's amazing, man. It really is. It's not because they put me on it. It's just the production wise and like the atmosphere. Like when you're in that building, when you're walking out, it's a next level competition. It's just like you feel like you're a superstar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no
it
doubt,
feels like
bro.
you're supposed to be there,
Yeah, that's amazing.
and
though.
the money helps. I
Yeah,
mean,
the
they
money
pay you.
helps,
So
yeah.
anytime you get paid,
Do you think it's a fair amount that you're making? Do you,
Yeah.
do you have to pay to do the Fight to Win events?
I do not.
See, isn't that interesting? That makes me wonder. Because
They
they
get
do
them-
such a good production that they get so many spectators that they don't need to charge their
They
competitors.
do. Let me tell you right now, most of the fight ones I go to have a big crowd. Now their tickets, I mean, the tickets are kind of expensive. Like we buy a VIP table.
Yeah.
Like my gym, we bought a VIP table last month.
Yeah.
I think it was like $600.
Oh,
But
wow.
I mean, that's for 10 people though, so it's $60 a ticket. But by doing that, you're able to pay the fighters, and
Pay the production.
the production is, like I
crew,
said, just
you know what I
amazing. You
mean?
know what I mean? And they make enough money to like pay you. So I mean, and they do. So I think it's worth like maybe charging like an extra $10 a ticket for people to come if you're gonna be able to pay the fighters. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
'Cause
And I feel like the people coming need to know that too.
Oh, yeah,
like
for
if they
sure.
want to support this
Yeah.
and make sure like
Well, I think a lot
that
of
they're-
people don't understand that per se. Like everybody from our gym knows. You know what I mean? Like they need to get paid, so they
Yeah.
buy tickets. A lot of the guys like they'll buy tickets just to support me either way. Some of the guys like they don't know what it is, but they buy it just to help me out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's definitely a good investment, I guess
Yeah.
you'd say. You know.
Dude, it's so, like, that's another thing, man. You can't take that for granted, man.
Yeah.
Like, having, like, I'm at the point where, like, with the music stuff where, like, I get these by request gigs where, like, we just know we're going to draw a decent crowd.
Yeah.
Like, this show, I'm so glad that you brought the guys because it was a short notice show. I think we got let know that this was an opening, like, a week out.
I was going to say, I only found out about, like, Monday, and it was Saturday, so I only knew a couple of these, too.
Yeah. So, I'm so happy you guys came out.
Yeah.
But, you know, usually we draw a pretty good crowd. Like, I'm so happy you guys came because you really, like, you packed that whole line of tables.
The whole
man.
table,
it was so
man.
good. But, yeah, man, like, it's nice when you get to the level where you know you're earning the money. Like, you deserve the money you're getting, you know?
That's what I mean. Like, you get paid pretty well Friday. You make some...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm at the point, like, what I was saying, like, with the music, where I get paid what I'm worth.
What you're worth.
I feel like I'm at the level where I'm making what I think I'm worth.
What do you think
and I think I can offer more, and I think I could be getting paid more.
Yeah.
But I'm not at that level.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need a bigger
You could
band.
be, though.
Exactly. Absolutely,
Yeah.
it could be.
Yeah.
Like, I think we could be doing way bigger shows, but, you know, it's a two-piece. It's me and Gideon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one thing, too. The more people in the band, the more mouths to feed, man. And then you can't take just every gig.
I think that's why I kind of love jiu-jitsu in a way. Like, you kind of on your own.
Yeah.
And that sounds bad, but you train with your team and you prepare with your team. But when you go out on that mat, it's really just you against the other guy. Like, if I lose, I can't be like, yo, it's your, you can't blame nobody else.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like in football, if I lost the game, I could put blame. It's like
the guy that didn't catch it. Yeah. You know.
In jiu-jitsu, if you lose,
it was you.
It's your fault.
Yeah.
You can't blame. You can't blame your mom. You can't blame nobody else. Can't blame your teammates. It's you. You have to be putting the work on your own. You gotta go out there and do it. So I think that's why I like jiu-jitsu. To be honest, too. It's definitely a good solo thing. For me, I mean.
Well, like, I think it's pretty cool too how you're getting invited to do these big production events with the Fight to Win and stuff. But, like, your Instagram, you only just started, like, with your Instagram, like, in the last year or something.
I just thought, man.
Yeah, not even a year.
I had Facebook for a while, but I never used, like, I wasn't a big fan of the social media.
Promoting yourself.
I'm still not a big fan of it, I guess, but I guess as a high-level athlete, you kind of need that now.
Yeah.
Like, you need to have,
it helps verify that you're going to bring the crowd.
It helps with sponsors, for sure. Like, I got,
yeah.
I mean, it definitely.
You're sponsored by Robles.
By Robles, yeah. They hooked me up with gear and stuff. It's the sponsor, like, that's important, though, because, like, it's already expensive, man, to train, do all these tournaments.
It is.
The rash going to shorts alone, like $60, man. It's everything's so expensive, man. So, like, yeah, I mean, they send me like $200 gis for free. So they hook me up with like expensive gis for free and stuff. So I'm very grateful for them as well.
So you always give the shout out, Robles.
I try to. Robles helps me out a lot, man. Every time I win or something, I tag him in and I say, get your gear from Robles.
Yeah.
I mean,
is there like a link that people could go to maybe support you, buy some Robles stuff? I believe on your Instagram.
Yeah, if you go on my Instagram, I actually have the link in like my bio detail.
Yeah, cool.
You just click on it and go to the site. Yeah.
So what's your Instagram handle? So they know.
KochelJiuJitsu. It's very simple. Yeah. My last name in Jiu-Jitsu. If you didn't get the thing yet, I am trying to get sponsored by Powerade.
Yeah.
It's not happening
Dude,
yet.
Every time I see you, bro.
I am trying so hard. I'm taking pictures after training with Powerade bottles. After my matches, I drink Powerade on the mat, man.
That's awesome.
They're such a big company, they probably never even hear from me. So I'm going to start to tag them in everything. I'm going to blow them up until they send me some Powerade to hook me up. I'll put Powerade on my rash guard. I'll get a Powerade tattoo on my leg. Whatever I got to do. That's what I need, man.
I'll see what I can do to help you with that.
That's what I need, man. We need a Powerade sponsor.
I wish I was more rich and famous.
I know, man.
I can do more pull on you, man.
They're all saying.
I'll share something.
Everybody I train with is telling me it's impossible.
Really?
To get Powerade to sponsor me. I don't believe that. I say you give me like 10 years, I might be having that Powerade patch right on my gear, my guy. No just wait. Just wait. I'm telling you right now.
At the very least, they should be sending you a case every like month or two.
Yeah, man, I'm not asking for much. I train every day. Give me a Powerade a day, and I'm happy.
For real. We'll do it every time I see you, like especially in tournaments. That's all you have, dude. That's all you have. You don't even have a bottle of water. I'm like, you're out of control,
bro. You don't need water. You need Powerade.
It's what plants crave.
Look at this, man. Advanced electrolyte system. If that's not telling you, I don't know what is, man. I don't know what else I gotta say.
Yo, that's awesome, bro. So with the gaming and stuff, do you play that at like a high level? Like, do you ever do gaming tournaments? Like, I know you said you do Call of Duty. You play in Apex.
I play a lot of like. See, I want to, man, but once again, I think I'm too busy with jiu-jitsu. Dude, like them pro gamers are gaming like 12 hours a day. I game 2 or 3 when I have time in between like training and stuff.
Do you stream?
I do not right now. That's why we were talking about the gym the other day.
Yeah,
I
man.
think I should though because
I think it would be a good idea because I think like anyone that's interested in like getting to know you, that's such an easy barrier to entry. Like for some, maybe there's a guy,
and I get a lot of wins still.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that's what you were saying at Apex. You kick some ass out there, and that's like one of the casual games I play. I think I've won like twice. Like I've made it to the end twice.
No, I played Apex. This week I probably got 20 wins.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. No, you know what I mean. No,
I believe it. No.
I do.
That's not my game.
I'm probably better at Call of Duty, to be honest. That's like
I believe it. Well, I'm pretty sure they do those in tournaments at a pretty high level.
They do.
I don't know too much about it. More on the 2D fighter scape of things. Yeah. I'm actually trying. I don't know if you have any gamer friends out there. I'm trying to put together a big tournament where it's like Smash Bros and like a lot of different games. Like
I'll come if you have anything like Call of Duty on there. I'll be there.
I'm saying, but like
we should like a team Call of Duty tournament.
I'm thinking about renting like a place like maybe the River Edge or something.
Me and my friends are talking about doing like if you can get like a team of like 4 or 5 on your team for Call of Duty.
That's what I'm saying.
Have like a team deathmatch Call of Duty tournament. Yeah. I'll bring a team of 2 myself, man.
I'm saying like if you can get like if you could get 8 teams.
Oh, that you could have around here. I think a lot of people play Call of Duty, man.
I'm sure.
And Smash Bros, like you said.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not in those communities. Like I run the Smash Bros community in the area. Yeah. Everyone knows me. I know everybody. You know what I mean? So it's easy for me to get the roots.
Yeah, but see, you already have a gaming community. So I feel like if you advertise with that, you could still get other people to come in for it.
It's pretty niche, man. Yeah. It's every community has like a niche. So if you have friends that are interested in doing that,
Call of Duty, I do, man.
Have them hit you up.
There we go.
Hit me up. Maybe we'll do a Call of Duty bracket.
Something.
Yeah. I think that would be cool.
It'd be cool to have like a big gaming thing, like Smash Bros, and you get like PlayStation with like Call of Duty or something. You could it'd be a cool event actually.
No doubt.
I'd be interested.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, I think I'm really trying to make it a reality at the end of this year, but. Like the end of the summer, I think. Like after Battle at the Beach probably will be when we do it.
It'd be crazy in there.
I think it'll be super fun. But it's hard. Like I said, it's hard to grab the communities. So many people want to support their thing and they don't care about anything else. Like that's why I'm trying to reach in all these different communities, and that's the main reason I would.
So many people support me in Jiu-Jitsu. You know what I mean? I feel like I gotta support them back. Like that's why I need to be going like your concerts and stuff. Like I should be there, man. You know what I mean? We should be helping each other out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm a big fan of that. Like anything like anybody at the gym does, I'm willing to go to. I have a lot of matches, so it's hard. Like if I have a match, I can't miss the match.
It's the same thing. Like if I'm playing a show a week where you're fighting, I'm like,
hard.
Damn it, man! I wish I could come. That's what happened with the fight.
But anytime I'm free, I feel like you should be there just as a teammate to like support your people. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, dude. I think that's a huge thing. I wish we could. I wish we had more time to hang out as a group, like outside of the gym. You know,
everybody's schedules. It's so different.
That adult life stuff, man.
That's why Friday was cool though. We finally got like
it was a great day for everyone to kind of hang out.
Because even at the tournaments, like we all go together, but it's kind of hard to hang out at the tournaments. Everybody's like nervous or focused on competing. You know what I mean?
Dude, like after this last one, I'll tell you, like I hacked my brain. I figured out what I need, man. Yeah. I need to just sit in the corner, sip on some water. I don't need to talk to nobody. All I need to do is hear you coach me when I'm choking somebody.
Everybody has their own way to warm up. Like it's just hard at a tournament. Like even to like hang out because like no one's trying to like laugh and like mess around. Everybody's like serious. Like I want to win. You know?
Yeah, dude. I want to bring that killer instinct up. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And you kind of have to if you want to be competitive.
If you want to win, you know what I mean? Yeah. I think that's like one of the most important things. Yeah. You have any advice for people that are up and coming, that are young, like you? Like, what could you tell people that are up and coming athletes like you?
I think you just gotta
compete at a high level.
You gotta believe in yourself. I believe what struggled me the most, at least like coming up from the low levels, is like doubting my own abilities. Like there's a lot of people I was like, I'm not gonna. Even like Mateus again, man. I thought I was gonna lose and I lost. You have to have the mindset to believe in yourself. Even if you lose the match, you still gotta train harder for next one. But you gotta believe you can win. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people go into matches like with a mindset like they don't believe in themselves. And I feel like anything you not just jiu-jitsu, anything you do in life, if you want to be competitive, you have to believe that you can win. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it's so important to have that competitive
another thing
edge.
I guess you can say is like you have to it takes time. You're not going to be the best in the world training for you in jiu-jitsu, or not going to make the NFL training for 1 year or whatever. You know what I mean? It takes time. Like I believe people give up even in jiu-jitsu like too soon. Like you're a white belt, maybe you just got your blue belt and you're just not winning enough. Like I wasn't the best when I first started, man. Like I'm winning a lot now, but when I was a kid, like I had a lot of hit and miss matches. I won a lot, I lost a lot. It takes time, you know. It takes a lot of time. People quit. I think a lot of people quit jiu-jitsu. I think there's facts so when they get their blue belt. A lot of people just stop training. I think like 90% of like people, I think it said, like quit. Yeah, that's absurd.
There's a lot of memes about it.
Blue belt, you're still so new at blue belt. Like blue belt's like just, I mean, it's one step basically.
Yeah,
you know what I
man.
mean? It's like it's a small step.
Yeah.
It's a good small step, but it's still a small step.
Yeah.
I think you should at least give jiu-jitsu a chance, at least your purple brown belt level, and then that's when it starts to click. Like blue belt, you're still learning a lot of technique. I think white belt, you're brand new. Blue, you're starting to understand it, but you're still not there. Purple, you're like the middle point. Brown, you're getting good, and the black, you kind of like understand it all together. You know what I mean? I think you just have to like give it time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't expect to be good in a week. It's not gonna happen, you know.
You think like starting at the early level, like I think for me, like when I first started training, like the first time I rolled with you,
Yeah.
and like just seeing like you beat Victor at 292,
Yeah.
I was just like, man, being humble. You
Yeah.
have to be humble,
You
man,
have to,
because
man,
you're
because
gonna get beat.
even
You're
when I
gonna
was
get
gonna
you're
say-
gonna get disrespected by
Listen.
whatever you don't like. If you're a racist dude,
Yeah.
a black guy's gonna beat you.
No, I
if
agree,
you're a
man.
sexist dude,
Yeah.
a girl's gonna beat you, bro.
Man.
Like it's gonna happen.
I
man.
win a lot and I beat some hell of a guys, and I'm still like, I know there's always someone better than me yet. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, I know I'm not the best in the world, so you always have to be humble. Like, I might win a lot of these big matches, win money at like some of the local tournaments, but you have to understand, like, there's always someone out there better than you. So even if you think you're the best in the world, there's still usually that one guy who's still gonna beat you. So it's you always have to at least remember that there's someone better than you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome though,
Yeah.
man. Do you think a lot of these high level guys share that philosophy?
Some of them, you know, a lot of them are a little bit full of themselves.
Yeah.
We won't mention no names here, but there's some guys that are just too out there. I think, you know. I think you have to understand that even when you win, that there's someone lost. You should at least respect your opponent. You know, that's what I'm trying to get better at. There's some guys like I talk a lot of poop. You know, I used to before the matches. You know, some matches like
No
with
doubt.
like Derek Slisky will say for submission arena, but that's because he was like calling me out and stuff, and like he doesn't even train like a high level guy. Like I felt disrespected in a way because he said coming at me saying how I'm not gonna win and how I'm bad and stuff, and like he trains like once a week. You know what I mean? That's just crazy to me.
Yeah, dude.
It's just crazy.
Well, I'll tell you, like, even myself, like, once I figured out, like, we were gonna do that tournament,
Yes.
I had to click something in my head. I'm like,
You have to,
this
man.
is like, my life is now jujitsu.
It's kill or be killed out there,
exactly,
man. 100%.
Because like even like maybe my like because I wrestled a little bit. Maybe my background was a little more prepared for this specific tournament. Like,
Yeah.
but I think mostly, dude, it was the mental.
Yeah, it is, man.
Because everyone there came to win.
They do.
I just wanted
As I told you, if you go there thinking you're gonna lose, you're gonna lose 99% of the time. If you go there thinking you're gonna win, which a lot of people do, you might lose, but at least you put yourself in your best capable ability to win. You know what I mean?
exactly,
Yeah.
you're bringing it all.
Yes. I think even if you lose, as long as you learn something from it, it's still a win in a way. I know it sounds ridiculous, but there's some matches like you competed last year at the beach, you lost, right?
Absolutely.
You came
Oh my
back
God,
this
I got
time.
trashed at Naga.
You came back this
It's my
time.
first tournament.
You killed people. You know what I mean? So you could have gave up after the beach and said, you know, I didn't
This
win. I
ain't for
sucked.
me.
But you came back in, you trained hard, and you started to pick up new things, and you looked like a completely different person from the beach last year to this tournament you just did. You were 100% different grappler. You know what I mean? And you could tell you got a lot better because you believed in yourself. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You came in, you trained, you still believed in yourself, and that got you the way you needed to be to win this one.
Yeah, man, I remember at Naga, I was psyching myself out so much. I was asking everyone that was on our team, I was asking them different advice, like, what do you do to prepare yourself?
You see what I mean?
And like, oh, like, what do you do? And like, everyone's saying a different thing, and
Everybody's
I'm
different, man.
trying everyone's thing,
Yeah.
and none of it worked.
Everybody has their own ways to do things. That's what you got to understand. Like, you got to find what's right for you.
Yeah.
You know, just because I do it doesn't mean that's what you need to
Yeah.
do. You know what I mean?
Well, yo, that reminds me of this thing, like David Goggins was saying, the guy that's
Yeah,
like the
the Navy
motivational
SEAL guy?
speaker guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he was saying, like, everyone's got an equation in their head.
Yes.
Right? Everyone's got that 3.14 pi
Yeah.
that's going to solve, for X.
Yes.
But every person's different.
Yes.
So you gotta dig deep and find that. Like for me, when I'm on, like, I thought, like, for Naga, I thought, like, before the day, like, I remember we were at the beach the day before.
Yeah.
I was chilling. I'm like, dude, I've been in bands. I played in front of like 100 people. I'm not gonna be nervous at this thing. I was
Dude.
fucking nervous, bro.
It's a different, because like, and once again, like, it's you by yourself out there.
Yeah.
Like in a band, you have other people with you. I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
easy.
No, yeah, well,
But
100%. It's a completely different
When
animal.
you're out there by yourself and you know the guy's trying to hurt you, that changes everything. Because like when you're doing like other sports, the guy's usually not trying to like hurt you.
Well, I thought like the adrenaline was gonna be the problem.
Oh, dude,
right?
the adrenaline dumps.
It's
Gets some people.
Well, yeah. Well, it gets some people.
Yes.
That wasn't my problem. My
Yeah.
problem was the mental.
The mental game,
I
yeah.
was just like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I don't know if I even.
And let's
do
be
it.
fair, the
Yeah.
guys who beat you at the beach, you probably could have beat.
Dude,
I don't think they were better than you.
Dude,
I really don't think. Even back then, I think you could have beat them.
Dude, I
really
think
do.
so. Honestly, it was all mental.
Yeah.
I almost didn't want to compete.
You see?
I was scared.
No, you do.
I was scared of walking on the mat.
But that's what I think competing helps. 'Cause I think every tournament you get better. Like, you know, I get nervous still to this day. Like, I'm out there before I compete, I'm like, and I think I get nervous because it means so much to me. Like, I want to win this. Like, Jiu-Jitsu means the world to me. So if before I'm competing, I'm thinking about like, oh man, if I lose, what happens? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm definitely got like better at like not being as scared. You know what I mean? Like, I used to be like scared to go out, man. Like, I'd be like, oh no, like, what if I break my arm? What if this happens?
You put on headphones? Like, what do you usually do?
You see, I used to listen to a lot of music. Now, more recently, I just been like sitting there and like just thinking to myself. It sounds weird, but I just been like just watching the match and just like focusing. You know, the music definitely helps some people. For me, I like to like sit there and listen to like the sounds of the arena and like the other matches, and just
kind of gets your body.
It gets me ready to compete. I'm like,
Your
I know
heart
I'm
starts pumping.
I know
those
I'm in a gym
chemicals.
ready to go at it. You know what I mean? I'm just ready to go for sure.
Yeah, I think like for me, like when I'm playing a show,
Yeah.
my mind is ready for the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I'm like even like when I'm competing at Smash Bros, I listen to like very specific music that just gets me in the zone. Dude, I was not ready at Naga, man. I just like I thought maybe like the music would help.
That was your first tournament?
That was my first big tournament in Jiu-Jitsu, man.
Yeah, first of anything's tough, man, I think. Like, you know what I mean? I think every time you do something over and over again, you just get better, obviously, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think, like, the big thing, like, I think a factor with me is, like, I tend to be, like, an empath. Like, I like to put myself in other people's shoes a lot, and that can fuck you over,
it can, yeah.
Because, like, the whole time, like, at Naga, I'm thinking, like, man, everyone here's here to win.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want it the most. I don't know if I'm going to win against these guys.
Yeah.
I wonder how often they train. And, you know, I'm letting that shit put in my head. Dude, at this last tournament, the whole time I'm just thinking, like, dude, I'm going to fuck these guys.
That's what you gotta do, man.
Dude.
Like, you can't give a fuck. You just gotta go out and do it, man. You just gotta go out and compete.
I was just ready. Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna hurt these people if I have to. Like that's what like I wasn't like looking like I wasn't looking for blood, but I'm like, I'm gonna hurt these people if I have to. No one's gonna stand in my way between me and that gold.
That's what some guys don't understand. Like, them guys will hurt you,
dude. Like,
people go out there and they'll let go of a submission or something, but you gotta realize, if that guy has you in like an arm bar, you think he's gonna let go of you? I think 90% of the time, no. And that's what I had to realize for myself. Like, I'm always like never trying to hurt people in my matches, and I try to be nice. Yeah. But then, like, as you get to this higher level, like, there's a lot of line on this match, man. Like, the guy's gonna break your leg if he can, so you gotta be willing to do it to him. It's gotta be a 50-50 thing.
Well, yeah, man. Like, it reminds me of like the old like Jackie Chan movies, like that are like the Chinese ones. Yeah. Well, like you always have like this grandmaster fighting this grandmaster. You have students, man.
You do.
They're looking up to you. They're expecting you. Like, I want to be part of the best school. My coach better fucking win.
I feel the same way. I think when I compete, I have not just my own pressure, my family's pressure, like the gym's pressure as well. Yeah. I feel like I'm representing like us all in like a clan. So I feel like there's a lot of extra tension there. Like,
well, honestly, I think the fact that you compete so frequently, like you're hardened to it, man. You're calloused to this. Your mind is calloused to that fear and that, you know, that like anticipation. You're not the anxiety and all that stuff, man.
No, but I feel more like when I lose, it hurts me most because I feel like I'm letting the team down. Like, I accept a lot of my loss. I'm used to, you know, whatever. Yeah. But I feel like I let the team down the most. That's what hurts me the most. Like, I get sad, man. Like, I really get upset. Yeah, because like
you're seeing the people in the gym. When you're thinking jiu-jitsu, they're the people that you see the most often. You know what I mean? So.
And even when guys are competing, I get worried because I'm like, oh, what if he does something stupid? I didn't help him prepare for that, or like I didn't help him good enough. You know what I mean? There's a lot of. That's why I was so happy. You did so well. You were listening. And I was like, Vlad is doing good, man. I'm feeling better now.
Dude, after I won that first match, I like realized, like, dude, like, I'm ready. Yeah. Like, it was in you. Like, I feel like you gave me 2 of those subs. Like, there was situations.
I might have helped a little bit. You know.
There was 2 situations where I was like, man, my posture isn't 100% right here. Yeah. And then you told me, fucking, like, grab the body for that reverse triangle choke. Yeah, reach under the body. I was like, here? And you said, yeah. I'm like, word? Yeah. I would have beat that guy with something else if I didn't get that. Because I think, like, I had the dominant position.
You're training with people in the gym that are way better than the guys you compete against.
Dude.
Like, for you, like, you're the one with, like... We have 3 black belts. That's pretty good at one school, man. We have me, Pat, and Brent.
Yeah, and dude, I think all of you guys have a completely different style.
We do,
which is amazing.
I'm like the attacker, the speed guy. Pat's like the slow and methodical guy, and Brent's like the smash passer. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Well, his judo is great.
And then if you go away from the black belts, we have guys like Eric, who's the wrestling. We have Sam, who's just good at like everything. Like I think she's an overall good grappler.
She's just a girl version of you, dude.
We have even our lower belts. They all have something to bring like like Mike, his back takes.
I
Right?
love it, dude.
Raphael tries
man.
to just throw like triangles from guard, so you have just the triangles. Jared, he's hard to submit. Brown belt Jared. Jason and Tony both have like a good like passing, methodical bottom
Jared's
game.
just
Right?
seasoned, man.
Everybody in our gym, man. Like,
and that's the coolest thing is how many higher level belts there are.
Yeah.
I almost prefer to go with them. Like I
you
want
should though.
I want to
You should.
lose. I want to lose at the gym.
Yes.
Because I know if I'm
Losing in the gym will help you get ready for your matches.
But what like yeah, and like at your level, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I don't even understand like how like our mindsets are completely different
Yeah.
because of like where I'm at,
Yeah.
where you are.
Yeah.
But like I'm thinking like I better lose to a purple belt level guy. You know what I mean? Like I better lose to a like 4-stripe blue belt
Yeah.
because I'm not losing in the gym to these like lower level guys. You know what I mean?
You will though. You'll get caught a couple times with someone low.
Oh, of
Believe me,
course.
it will happen.
Well, especially like when I'm like chilling, and
Yeah.
I like like I want the lower level guys to do better. In fact,
Yeah.
that's like one of my favorite things to do with the lower level guys. That like Nicole and
Yeah.
like even Frank.
Yeah.
When I tap you, I want you to know what I did.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to let me catch you.
You know
with
what's
that shit
crazy is,
again.
like-
because if the lower level guys learn my shit and I can't get them with something anymore, I know that they're growing. And I
Yeah,
know I gotta
that's good.
Sharpen my
Yes.
axe more. You know
Even
what I
like
mean?
Tom, Ginger Tom, he got a lot better, man. This over the year, right?
Dude,
Like,
I love rolling with him.
He started to pick up the stuff, man. It's starting to click for him. That's what has to happen. Like it took him a little bit. Like I think in the beginning he was getting discouraged because he wasn't like beating a lot of people. But now like the last couple months since he got his blue belt, it's been starting to click for him. And now he's starting to get into it. You know what I mean?
Dude, I love it. He's honestly, I mean, not ironically because I happened to end up partnered up with him during class the most often.
Yeah.
But he's one of my favorite people to roll with.
Yes.
Just because like he knows he's like Brian used to be my man. Like I'd always roll with Brian because he learned me fast. Tom's starting to learn me.
That might be
It's
the best thing about jiu-jitsu for me, even like not just like the competing wise and winning for me, like watching like a new guy get better. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
love like watching
That
like
daddy
someone.
stuff.
I do, man. They're like Sam touched obviously because I started to teach Sam in my garage, in my little basement garage thing since her first day, and I watch him like grow up and compete and like beat all these people. It's just like it's a different feeling, man. Like it's a different feeling between like me winning matches or like teaching and you winning. It's like I get like different emotions for both, and when it both happens, it's just a great time.
Oh, dude.
Like when
I'll
you
tell
won
you-
and I won or something, or like when
Dude.
Sam wins and I win, or Raph wins and I win, or Mike wins and I win. It's a great day, man, because I get
Dude.
two different feelings.
Well, that's
you know
what I'm
I mean?
saying. Like when me and you both got double gold.
Yeah.
Dude, that was like I went to Red Lobster after the
Red
tournament. I know
Lobster.
you were headed down to that
Wrestling, I had another
tournament.
wrestling tournament,
I
man.
know.
Back-to-back days.
Dude, and your back was messed up.
Dude, my
from
back still
fight-
hurts. When I tell you right now, I'm in pain the last couple, like still, I get in my back, so you know what I mean?
Are you ready for this tournament this weekend?
Well, I have a super fight this weekend against
Or your super fight,
Colin McConnell at a thing called Ground Games. He was a really good wrestler in school, so I'm expecting it to be a good like scramble match. Then the next week though, I'm doing the SOGI Quintet Team Tournament.
Oh my god.
Now that I'm excited for,
Yo,
man.
so
Team
same.
tournament, team
Well-
elimination tournament.
Well, Victor was on the guy that you fought, the 300-pound guy.
I love Victor.
He's gonna be on your team. for
He's in
this
the middle of my
quintet
lineup.
thing.
Victor's on my team. Dude, so let me tell you this. We have Eric, Mike, Victor, Brent, and myself. I think that's a pretty good team. I don't know, man. I think we got a good shot.
Do you well, like what I'm thinking is like it's like a 1,000-pound team, right? Like you have
so
1,000
5
pounds
guys.
to
You have to be
distribute.
under 1,000 pounds. Yes.
So what do you think most of the teams are doing? Do you think they're following the strategy that you're doing,
No.
where they have a bunch of heavyweights, or like a
Anytime
couple
now.
heavyweights and a bunch of light guys?
I think most teams are gonna weigh in about 850 to 900 pounds. When I tell you,
You think
my,
it's going to be a bunch of 180 dudes?
Yeah, let me tell you now. My team is making 1,000 pounds because we'll cut him weight. We came in just like right yesterday. I think we were all like 998 pounds.
That's
like
crazy.
we are just making the limit, but we are going to listen. There's some world class teams here, like world class competitors, thinking they're just going to come in and win. I would never count us out of this. I tell you right now, when I tell you I think we can win, I believe we can win. You tell me a weak person on our team, and I'll tell you I disagree. I'm telling you, man. I'm just.
Well, I think
don't know.
who do you think? This is a subjective question, but who do you think the weakest person on the team is?
Nah, that's hard for me to say.
That's hard for
I
me to
don't want to
say.
answer that question, man. They're all my teammates, man. I don't want to.
man. I'll
will say-
talk to you offline about
me-
it. Or you know what? I'll see for myself.
Let me tell you this. I think we all are good at something and bad at something else.
Yeah,
we
man,
all
of course.
I have weaknesses. I can tell you now. Like, I'm not the best grappler in the world, so I might get caught in a team tournament. I might mess up and get caught in something.
Well, how does it work, right? Doesn't it?
So
if it times out, both people are eliminated.
Yeah, so each team starts with a number 1 guy, and you have a lineup 1 to 5. Everybody's assigned a number. So I'm the captain, so I'm assigning us all a number 1 to 5. So my 1 goes in against their team 1. And then if your 1 wins, he's in against the next team 2, and then 3, and so on until he's eliminated. Now, if you all go to 8 minutes, you're both eliminated. So it's kind of a strategy to it. Like, you got to put one of you have to make your lineup good, where you can split out.
So maybe
evenly.
like their MVP, you want to have your best defense guy as that guy that's fighting him.
Yeah,
so
you know what I
last
mean?
8 minutes.
Yeah.
And maybe he's not.
But the thing is, you don't know the team's lineup.
Yeah, true.
That's why it's hard. Like, I don't know, like, we're finding a 10th planet at Long Island first. So we're finding putting a team first. But I have no idea what their lineup is. So I'm going in blind, but they don't know my lineup either. So we're both going in blind, which makes it a unique experience, I guess.
So you guys, none of the teams are announced.
You know who's on everybody's team, but not the order that they're going in.
Oh, yeah, I see.
I know everybody's 1 to 5, but I don't know who is 1 or 5. You know what I mean?
Who do you think is the biggest contender for first versus your team?
There's a team called Fellowship of the Reap. World class competitors, all good footlockers. They all consider themselves footlock specialists, which might be a hard matchup for my team because I'm not sure if my team is the best at the footlock game. So it could be an interesting matchup, but I see us being 10th planet, and then they're fighting Fellowship of the Reap is fighting a team called Pinelands BJJ. I see Fellowship of the Reap winning, and I see the finals being us versus them, and then it's going to be a bloodbath.
So it's 4 teams?
There's only 4 teams in this year.
Wow, man, I was kind of hoping there'd be more. Man, where's this happening?
Hicksville, New York.
Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah.
That's a hike, man.
It is.
If I can somehow line up getting up there, I'd actually...
Come, man, we could use it, man.
I really want it.
We could use some SAS blood in the house to support us. You know what I mean, man? We could use it.
Are they carpooling up?
We are. So we have to weigh in Friday night, which is like I was telling you. So we have to be there Friday. We're staying in a hotel overnight. But so we'll all be there, obviously.
Pat's going?
Yeah, I think Pat's going. Raphael's coming with. So we have like 2 or 3 guys not going to come with. We'd love to have more, obviously.
I might hit up the guys I see. We'll talk this week. Yeah. If I can make it and it's not conflicting with anything.
I kind of like these team tournaments, man, because like,
dude, I loved the fact that you're doing this. Like the
Let me tell you, I did one team tournament before. It was that submission arena. It was a different format, but my team won. Obviously, you were there, and we had a crazy match in the finals, man. It came in us versus Big Brothers, with like Christian Banghart, and Michael Castro, but just killers, and their team's good. Michael Castro wasn't on their team; he competed for them, but they have a lot of like Christian Banghart, one of the best competitors, very good black belt. He was on their team, and we ended up beating him in the finals. It came down to the last match, and our heavyweight won. But it was the event, like I'm sitting in the chair shaking because like it's like your whole team's fighting. Like it's different than an individual match, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's like,
absolutely.
I was sitting in every match, and I was like into every match because it mattered to me. Like every match mattered to me, so it was like a different atmosphere.
Because it's like the other side of the coin. Like you were saying, like Jiu-Jitsu you like because it's a solo thing.
But then here the whole team's relying on you.
Now, exactly.
It's like crazy.
You're counting on other people.
And that's why maybe I like it because like I'm so used to doing all these things like individually. The teams like I never do them, so it's different for me. It kind of gives me like something new to look forward to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I like it. I'm starting to like it now. Something like that. I'm excited for this one, man.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one event in the next couple months, I'm excited for it. It's just team tournament. It's just team tournament, man.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
I'm excited too, man. I hope some crazy shit happens. Yeah. I want to hear some stories.
I mean,
at that team tournament submission area, you blew the dude's leg out, didn't you?
Yeah.
You popped his knee. I remember hearing it sound like a 22.
Yeah, I went into a position called a honey hole in the match, and I went honey hole. I fell to my side to get a heel hook, and the guy rolled the long way. I don't think on purpose, you know. I don't.
You just did the scramble.
It was a weird scramble.
Yeah.
I don't think he really had his heel, and he rolled his leg popped. I think he tore something. I believe. I think he messed me saying he tore something. I never want to hurt nobody. I didn't want to hurt him. It just happened in a weird scramble. I got to the honey hole, got a heel hook, and he went to roll. And I guess the way we scrambled, he just rolled the long way, and his leg went out. You know what I mean? But we won that one. I'm sorry for hurting your leg if you ever hear this.
Yeah.
You know,
who were you fighting there? I can't remember.
His name was Mel. I fought Matt DeVoy first in the first round. I beat him. Then I fought Mel Lewis in the team tournament finals.
Mel Lewis.
And I beat Mel Lewis, and by heel hook, he popped his leg out or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shame though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you, that's another thing too. Like I don't ever want to hurt anybody in the matches I'm doing, man. But
you might have to.
But exactly.
It's not on purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes things just happen, man. You know, it's
like I'm not gonna let go. Sport. I'm not gonna let go of it just because you think you can escape it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's a tough sport, man.
It is, and that's what I love about it, man. I wish for it to get more light in the coming years, man.
Yeah.
I feel like it's growing. It's honestly growing as a sport.
Let me tell you now, when I started when I was a kid, when I was like 10, which was like 12 years ago, 13 years ago, it was a lot smaller than it is now. So I can see it like growing. Like just in the last like 12, 13 years, I can see it getting a lot bigger. So I can only imagine like another 10, 13 years, how big it's going to be. You know what I mean? I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where it goes, actually,
Yeah.
now.
What do you think about like a lot of older folks are getting involved in it?
I love that.
Dude. I
It's
do
good,
too,
good,
man.
good exercise for older people.
I think it's like honestly like for longevity, it's the safest
It is.
martial art, man.
It is. I was just going to say, like, I know guys who are like 60, 70 still learn jiu-jitsu because like you can go at your own pace. You know what I mean? Like you can come in and do the technique and drill. You can roll. You can not roll. You can watch. You can roll and just like go at a slower pace. You know, I think jiu-jitsu is, even when you're old, as long as you're in like obviously staying decent shape, you can still train. That's why I love it. I think I could see myself doing jiu-jitsu until I die, to be honest. Like when I'm like 70, I'll walk in and I'll just sit down or whatever, but I'll still be rolling, I think, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's another great thing about it. Like you can train until you can't train, I guess, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, I think like every like I'm involved in it. I've been involved in a lot of
Many
sports,
different things,
man. And like parkour is one that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Or like
Is that how you hurt your little hand there?
Oh man, I didn't even realize I'm wearing
Yeah,
this thing.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna take this off. I think honestly, this started as a judo thing.
Oh, was it?
Larry like hip tossed me.
Larry,
and I posted. But honestly, I think what's the craziest thing? I was just having a conversation with a friend of mine at work. I do all this crazy stuff, but the guitar and the keyboard and the mouse are the thing that probably is killing this the most.
Yeah.
The repetitive stress,
Oh,
little
I
tiny
agree.
muscle stuff
Yeah.
that just gets killed, man.
I agree, yeah.
It sucks.
100%.
Because like the big stuff, sure is bad,
Yeah.
but it don't happen nearly as often as.
You ever get hurt doing jiu-jitsu yet?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but anything serious?
Serious, like define serious, like requiring surgery.
Yeah, anything that took you out for a while. You know what I mean? Like no.
Nah, like honestly, you know what? The like I was saying, like the parkour injury, I messed up this wrist doing a flyaway. That's where like you fly on a. It's where you grab like a pole. And you do a backflip, like you're hanging on a pole and you do a backflip. I over rotated.
That sounds very crazy to me.
Dude,
you know,
I took a month out of everything.
Yeah.
Which is cool because like honestly, what I got to do there is like even at work, like I was just like whatever I could do that wasn't on the keyboard and mouse, I was after that. You know what I mean? I was trying to do anything that would keep me away from using my wrist.
Yes.
And honestly, it worked.
It worked.
Like,
It helped.
I the next month I was back at jiu-jitsu better than ever.
See,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little rusty, but you know, still.
Well, anytime you take some time off, I think you come back a little rusty.
Yeah,
But usually
but
your
I knocked
brain
it-
just remembers it eventually. You know what I mean?
knocked
Like the
dust
muscle
off
memory
those.
comes back.
Exactly, the muscle memory.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But like, out of all the sports, like, I think like every any sport that's gonna give you a lot of good adrenaline,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a high chance of getting injured.
Yeah,
It's just
sure.
about how you handle the injury, man.
Yeah, man. And
Because
if
you
you're
can
injured,
train on an injury.
You can.
You just gotta know what you're doing, man.
You can.
Don't be scared to tap.
That's
too,
the thing.
you
I
know
was just
what
gonna say, if you're injured, like you tell your training partner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like tell your guy, like, yo, my elbow's hurting. Be careful with it. Usually, you get. Well, at least at our gym, we have nice people, and then I can try to hurt you. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, dude, and that's what I like. In fact, like whenever I wrap my wrist, like with tape, they're like, "Oh, is the wrrist good?" I'm like, "Don't worry, man. I'll
See what I
tap.
mean? Yeah,
I'll
that's how it
tap."
is. Yeah,
dude. Like,
you gotta know
if
like
that hurts
when you're
a little bit. I'm gonna
like I
tap.
can't blame
Like,
anybody else if my back hurts and I'm rolling and I get hurt because it's my choice. I'm like I gotta know like when to tap. If I get stuck, I gotta tap. You know what I mean? I don't want to hurt myself more. You gotta know on your own. Yeah, for sure.
You just don't fucking tap.
I do. I do. That's not true. You know, if I get stuck, I tap. You know?
If I get
The
stuck.
difference between being stuck in a submission and actually having to tap.
Yeah, no doubt.
A lot of times I'm in a submission and I'm just not, they don't have the braking mechanics or they're not in a finishing position. Like they'll be in a submission, but not in a good enough position to finish that submission.
Yeah.
And I like I'm smart enough to know like if I'm in danger or not. If
Yeah.
I'm in danger, I'll tap. You know what I mean? I'll be in some positions and the guy's just not, doesn't have the braking mechanics to finish the heel hook, or he doesn't know how to get the angle to finish this triangle, and I'm not an idiot, so I'm like, yeah,
Well,
he don't
that's
have
the
it.
cool thing too about like one of the reasons I like going with like the high level guys, like especially like Eric and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I'll get hurt, like they'll put me in a position that hurts,
Yeah.
and I'll just tap.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
But it's like I know that pain. You start
Yeah.
learning that pain, and you
Yeah.
start realizing like, man, that hurt because of this.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna just adjust this.
You start to realize how you can be safer.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know
how to
what I mean?
survive in bad situations.
Yeah, man. So like, I think like that's the biggest thing. Don't be scared to tap. Tap a lot.
Yeah.
Tap often, man.
Yeah.
Go with people that are way better than you and tap often.
Yeah. There's a difference between training in
questions.
the gym and training in a tournament. Like I'll tap sooner in the gym, obviously. In a tournament, you know, I'll let it go longer. You know, I'm trying to
absolutely.
win. But
Oh, and the adrenaline ignores pain.
Oh, for sure.
I wasn't in, like that electric chair. I was a little bit in pain, bro. It was
Nothing you would have tapped to.
nothing at all, bro. Not even close, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of the coolest things about jiu-jitsu, honestly, is like the increased in like the pain threshold, and it's so cool because like I was actually just training with Joe Parkour the other day, and the pains are different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in parkour, concrete hurts because it's concrete.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
If you hit your knee on it, you know it's gonna hurt a way different way than like in jiu-jitsu where your neck's getting cracked.
Yeah.
But you know, honestly, you got to keep up with both to be,
Yeah,
you know,
you
because there was a point where I was practicing parkour like you know multiple days a week, and like shit didn't hurt as much at all. You know what I mean? But it hurt more like the other day because I haven't done it in a while. But you know what I mean? Like you callous yourself to this pain, man.
Oh, for sure.
I think like
you get like used to it more. Not. This sounds weird, but you kind of get used to the pain in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You start to your body starts to get used to that pain section.
Yeah.
You start to know it more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm kind of get hungry for it.
No, man.
Oh, man.
We're gonna have bus rounds. We just gotta.
Yeah, for real.
Back with the bus rounds back there.
Close quarters, start on the knees.
That's better. That's good. That's good.
But yeah, so like usually, or not usually, this is the second interview. What I want to do with this interview show is for the second part of the interview, I want to do with you what you're known for.
Yes.
So we're probably gonna like do some jujitsu shit upcoming here,
Okay,
or
yeah.
something like that, and then I'm gonna upload it.
Yeah, we can do a match in the gym and record it or something.
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
see how many times you can tap me in 5 minutes.
Okay. I'll go easy. No.
Maybe I'll tie your hand behind your back or
Yeah.
something. Put a blindfold around you.
Yeah, the blindfold's not bad.
Yeah. You said you used to do that?
I did. When I trained before, they used to put a blindfold on you because they think like you don't have to be able to see the jiu-jitsu because it's more like feeling it out. If you're used to doing it while you're blind, when you can see us, it's a lot easier. But you can like feel like just being blindfolded. Like if they post on your hip, you can feel the hand there, and you get used to finding it. So it's a.
I kind of would like to try that. Like I remember, like I was talking to you, like because I was listening to Joe Rogan podcast. I can't remember who he had on, but they were having a conversation about the difference between rolling regular and rolling with MMA gloves on.
Oh, it's
till this day I would like to try that.
It's a little different.
I know.
It's just because like you can't get as good grips and it's harder to grip and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a difference to it.
I still have to try it. Like
when I was training for MMA fight actually in Ohio, I would roll with the gloves on to get used to it.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's different, man. Like. There's like how my finger got stuck in a glove or something. Like it moved down, it got stuck in a glove, and I was like, "Oh, I can't use that."
Is it better to have like tighter gloves? Like, what's the dynamic there? Is it easier to like maybe like get your Kimura grip better because of the gloves in the way?
I think the glove makes it worse. I really think so, man. I believe so. It's hard to get like when I have my hand here, I can get a good grip on with the glove. You're like this farther away, holding on. So it's like that little space there. I feel like you know what I mean. And don't forget, you have them. They wrap your hands.
Yeah.
So you have the 2-inch, whatever the inch. Tape on your hand plus the glove, so it's harder to make them stronger grips. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
I think it's definitely a harder task.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy though. Yeah. We gotta roll with the gloves on. I gotta try.
We'll bring them in this week.
I have a pair in my bag.
I have a pair at my house. I'll bring them in this week, and
I'll text you about it.
Yeah, remind me of doing today, and I'll bring them in. We'll get it popping.
No doubt. All right, man. Well, I think how long has it been, Joe?
Almost 2 hours.
Yeah, it's been pretty long.
Almost
we were
2
talking
hours.
ridiculous.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah, we got.
I think it's been more than 2 hours because it's like 10 now. I guess we started around 8, so yeah. I guess that's been 2 hours.
We've been here about 2 hours.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
So you have anything else you want to tell the people? I think it's about time we wrap this up, man.
Yeah, man. No.
So where can people find you? Like if people want to get in touch with you, maybe do a private training session.
Yeah, man. You can hit me up on Instagram at KochelJiuJitsu. I have a Facebook and Jared Kochel. Maybe that's and I'm always down to help anybody train though. If you want to hit me up, just message me and I'm always down to come in. I'll come to your gym for a seminar. If you want me to have a super fight or a tournament, hit me up. I'll come into any tournament or any card. I'm just trying to get matches at this point.
Yeah.
But I thank you for having me on the show today, man.
absolutely.
I appreciate it, man.
We can,
I appreciate it, brother.
Is the gym open to anybody?
Yeah, man, come on in. Yeah, man, come on in. We actually have a 2-week free trial anyway.
2-week free trial.
So come in for the 2 weeks, and anybody can come and try it out. Yeah,
Yep.
come in 2 weeks if you like it. Just let me know, man. I think jiu-jitsu is for anybody. So if you think even if you think you might be a little interested, I think you should just come in and try it out because it changed my life. I think it's helping you in some ways, like
I was saying, man, like even besides like the thirst for the blood and
Yeah.
like, you know, like the testosterone,
the family,
stuff
man. That's all I go back
Dude,
to,
that's
man.
what
I know
I'm
I
saying,
say it a
man.
lot, but like you build that brotherhood, man. It's different.
It's so hard to find that in any other like group of friends.
There's not
like,
a
you know
thing
what
I
mean?
went to for these guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just
man.
crazy.
Like, these are the guys you want to call when you're in danger.
Yeah, I know,
You know
right?
what I mean? Like when in a bar fight, these
They
are
don't
the
even
ones
know.
I'll
Like
with.
imagine them all out together. Like people don't even
Yeah.
know. Like they're probably like, look at these assholes, but they don't
Yeah.
even know. Like, they don't
Well,
even.
that's another thing I wanted to ask you about, man. Like, you don't drink,
I do not drink. No.
dude. You're 23. You never had to drink alcohol.
I mean, I took like a sip before, but I never like drank. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you never got drunk before.
No.
Man. What, do you think that's a big factor? Like, do you think because of your lifestyle that like that's a big factor in your training? Do you think like because that makes you more disciplined? You know what I mean? Or do you eat like shit? Like you be eating
I was
fried
just
food?
gonna say I have a terrible diet.
Yeah.
I don't eat good food.
So you think
but
because you don't drink, it just brings it to normal? It's
Yeah,
not
you know,
better, like or worse.
the
or
bad
anything?
food plus the drinking would take me above the
Yeah.
limit. I think, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
So
Well, I think like me, like I have that pescatarian diet.
Yeah.
Where, like I only eat, like
I couldn't
fish.
do that. I'm honest. Like
Yeah.
my mental game is strong without that strong.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest, man.
That's
I
good.
couldn't do it, man.
That's good to know, though, man.
You too?
What?
No, Joe
You eat meat?
drinks. Joe,
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought it was obvious. I was like, oh, I'm outnumbered here. I was like,
no,
no,
dude, we're all
No.
different. And like honestly, like my thing is, I'll eat meat if it's hunted, like,
Yeah.
and I don't push my diet on anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'll suggest, like maybe you should try it if it's for you.
Yeah.
It makes, dude. Honestly, my diet makes me feel good. Like I hardly ever. I'll still eat pizza. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I don't put like
Oh,
you dog a whole little Caesar's
Yeah.
pizza. You're gonna feel like shit, bro.
I just had lasagna before I came, man.
You know what I mean? You eat some garbage. You're gonna feel like trash. So you know it don't matter. But honestly, like most when you are what you eat, man.
Yeah,
that's real stuff.
No, I know.
And you are what you drink. So you know
Yeah.
if you're not boozing, you're not
Yeah.
gonna be a boozer. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're not gonna be a loser.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. All right, man. Let's
All right.
wrap this
Yeah,
up,
thank you,
brother.
brother.
Thank
I
you for
appreciate
coming
it.
on.
Yeah.
All right, let's cut it.
All right.
Cut the tape. Get this man off my bus.